on the level 1.
Are we not a little worried that it's an IO Bane support duo? That sounds so underwhelming.
I mean, I think that's a good support duo.
Oh, wait a
Enchantress
second.
3 again?
It's an offlane, offlane Enchantress.
Okay.
They played this recently.
So this is where you consider, okay, do we carry Doom, or at the very least, do we put the Doom in lane against the offlane Ench? But the thing is, offlane Ench can then just go for impetus, max out the impetus and the heal. But that does mean that the tower push is not going to come in as hot from that. And they go for a TB.
Okay. Decent for Morphling, because you can go the Ags build, of course, but it's not. It kind of goes both ways. Not a bad pick. It's going to be hard to kill TB. They don't have a huge amount of like burst damage and disable outside of like grip stuff.
So it's hard to have a read on this one because Liquid have another snowbally type of draft. If they get off to good lanes, they can definitely run over the map, and they're not going to encounter the damage issues that they had in Game 1. The thing is, Gladiator's scaling is just so good, and the OD is kind of an X factor for me right now because that hero's laning is so solid, and it can punish a lot of Liquid's heroes. It's just that if Storm gets off to, like, if you can get a couple of pickoffs and then pair up with this IO, like, you can jump this OD and punish him. You can jump this Rubik and punish him. You can punish this Terrorblade also. But Gladiators definitely have the better late game, so Liquid are going to have to play probably one of the best mid games of their life, and I don't know. It's going to be really, really, really dependent on how snowbally it can go. I have said that already, but I am a little bit concerned because I feel like OD is pretty underrated of a hero.
Harsh, what are your thoughts on who has the upper hand here?
The draft looks kind of similar to me as last game in the sense that Liquid is drafting for lanes very heavily, and I feel like Gaming Gladiators has great heroes for getting net worth in a losing game. It's like TB for split pushing, Doom's going to get net worth no matter what, and they've got good pick-off potential with their heroes. So, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the first game, but I'm excited to see how the off-lane Enchantress does, and if it's enough to like blast the lane and then set tempo for the mid game.
I actually believe in Enchantress against illusion heroes that aren't Naga, because you do more damage with impetus. If it's a core Enchantress and you're actually maxing the impetus, it does more damage to illusions now. It's like the Slardar bash to creeps, except to illusions.
And you can take over an illusion.
You take over illusions too.
Eventually, yeah, eventually.
You have Sustain versus Undying if you choose to go for Nature's Attendance. Instead of Enchant, you can just play on Nature's Attendance and Impetus and just play for laning and specifically laning. So yeah, Liquid's lanes are strong, but Gladiator's scaling is super scary.
If the game is even at like 15 minutes, Gladiators is just eventually going to win. That's just Doom TB. And I honestly believe in TB versus Morphling.
Right,
I think TB's good.
I actually think they have a leeway at minute 15. I think for like minute 20 plus, it's even that's when it gets really scary for Liquid.
Well, we're going to find out who comes into minute 20 with the lead in the second game of this best of 3 series. We're heading over to OD Pixel and Fog.
Thank you very much, Stevie. Yes, game 2 now. Gaming Gladiators versus Liquid and Fogged. We're getting a Zai offlane Enchantress.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely interesting. Feels like, honestly, it feels a little similar to last time around where Liquid is trying to play kind of fast, set tempo and stuff like that. Gaming have overwhelming team fight, ways to take tons of these fights. Let's see which one's going to thrive this time, because Liquid first 10 minutes, 12, 15 minutes of last game looked great, and then they literally got completely destroyed. And Ace, when he's playing his Doom, he does very similar to what he does on his Underlord.
Yeah,
he is not a Midas farmer. He is a Vanguard or a buyer that looks to join and evolve into all these early type of team fights. So let's see how it's going to go down. This is going to be a fun one.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. With the way that Ace has been playing, I think a lot of eyes are going to be on him.
Yeah.
Once again this game, and especially if you're Liquid, right? You've got to somehow find a way of making sure that Ace doesn't have these kind of back-to-back performances as he has been having recently.
They do have the Morphling, which is quite good, especially inside this lane versus him and all that. But, I mean, I don't feel like I see Ace and Tofu really lose lanes too often. They are just so good at playing lanes together.
Sure. And this is a strong one, Doom Rubik?
Yep, definitely. Yep. Let's see how the pairing is going to be. So, at the moment, looks like they're going to be using the IO up there to deal with the harassment that's going to coming out for the Morph. It's super beneficial with the Morph when you're down to 1 strength. I mean, look at the headdress. The regen just obviously is percentage-wise fantastic. And let's see bottom. This is a pretty cool approach that they went for. You know, they're playing versus Undying. So what a lot of teams have been doing to deal with Undying is you just pick like an Agi or a ranged int hero or something like that, so you're not getting decayed as a strength hero and it feels miserable. And I like the point that Jenkins brought up. The Enchantress versus TB matchup in early game is pretty scary. This impetus is incredibly high damage versus the illusions, versus the hero in general too, because you're fairly squishy. And of course, you know, taking any of those illusions yourself with an enchant.
I mean, overall as well, looking at what Liquid's come into this game too with, what does this sort of say to you that they took away from game one and they wanted to try differently this time?
Give Nisha a hero that isn't a boring DK, right? I mean, that's probably the biggest one for me. Just he can make so much more happen as a Storm in comparison. I mean, that's probably the biggest one, at least for me. But similar type of style of just wanting to secure lanes early. But honestly, gaming, I feel like they have pretty good lanes. It's just the bottom one. I'm wondering how this is going to go. Because I think Dyrachyo, they could just die at any moment. Celery and Dyrachyo, there's just so much harassment that comes out from an Enchantress and a Bane. They're going to have to bring lots of extra regen down here to deal with the harass.
And do you sort of agree overall that there's a bit of a timer this game, that later on Gaming Gladiators is going to fall into a very favorable spot? Or do you think Liquid can also scale?
I think Liquid can scale, but they're going to need a lead in order to be able to do so to get into that type of mid game. It's not easy to get a lead either when you're playing versus these super split pushy and super easy to farm heroes like a Doom. Like, he's just going to have the net worth no matter what you do to him. So can scale, of course, with that Morphling. With that TB matchup, you go the Aghanims and stuff like that. You turn into him. Reflection's amazing. And you're a mixed damage hero. That's the other thing that I think some people like. Ace should be fine. It's not just about being able to steal his stats and stuff like that on TB. It's also that you're, as Morphling, you're probably one of the best mixed damage carries. Because you're doing tons of magical and physical in combination versus a high armor TB.
Oh my goodness, Nisha, yeah, it was keeping his cool there, not popping the Fairy Fire.
He's got no stats on Storm.
I mean, he's done the maths. He knows that one of these hits each time won't be enough to kill him.
He's going to have to go back, though.
Yeah.
He's doing very well in these first few waves. You see his last hits are doing better, but Quinn able to now push him away back to the base. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why he's not getting. Maybe
easily
he used
enough
all
time for Quinn to catch up on the
the
next
he used
wave
all
or
the
so.
iron branches.
Constantly having to keep top. I think Tofu, if he makes a mistake, he should die up here. Bottom, I keep having to keep eyes down here because just Dyrachyo is getting just constantly spammed out from both Insania and Zai. He's still farming.
I was going to say, kind of like last game.
Yeah.
Even in the lane when he died and such, he was still getting the CS. And yeah, same to be said here. Tanking a lot of damage from Zai that's been thrown his way with the impetuses. But yeah, 13 and 6 on the CS. He's doing fine.
The CS are there, but you have to always remember too, he's having to spend extra on regen. So he actually has to bring a salve. So that's his second salve that Dyrachyo's had to buy for himself as a Terror Blade. So yeah,
okay.
13 last hits, but if you look at his actual net worth, it's, 1,300, while Zai's is 1,600 and the Morph 1,800. So do have to always factor in the fact that they have to buy extra regen in some of these lanes. And yeah, Quinn reestablishing that mid, that dominance, 12 and 10 now on him.
Yeah, what do you think they sort of liked about the OD this game to get it for Quinn?
It's always been kind of in a way a traditional morph counter. Because this hero's sitting low, you get on top of him, you just pop the ulti, you can actually just burst immediately. And it's just a strong lane. So I think Quinn wanted to double these benefits. And with the build that you're able to get now, I mean, I say now, it's been for a long time, but if you want to go down the route of this Meteor Hammer, you can actually apply a lot of pressure on these towers early, where your TB doesn't really want to show up too soon. So it's going to be a cool one. I want to see what skill build Quinn does. I've seen a lot of people just doing, you keep the Astral at 2 points, and you max your other abilities, and you just play around 2 points Astral into Meteor Hammer. See if he does do that one. I think Thompson was one that was doing it a lot, even going stats before going maxing Astral.
Yeah, at the end of the day, as long as you've
thought
just got
Undying
enough
will take
time
soul
to
rip,
set up for the Meteor, that's all you
If you
need.
take soul rip in this deck, you can heal the TB a lot. You can spend less. Yesterday I was playing Undying and I maxed my soul rip.
Just the harassment, right? You see Dyrachyo, he's got boots running back and forth, trying not to take so much damage. Can they turn it onto Zai? One more hit.
He's got him.
They got him.
I mean, honestly, Dyrachyo, he's playing this lane really,
They got
really
everything
nicely.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure we've
344
seen Terror Blades kind of
Aspect
laning
speed.
up against something like an Enchantress, just completely losing the lane. But
wanna
Dyrachyo
see the
getting a
net
kill
right now.
in his
It's
first
good,
blood, and also getting the CS perfectly fine. He's playing really, really nicely against this from Zai.
Today's his day for sure. He was bullied quite consistently in the last game and still had an amazing time.
That's the thing. Both times tough lanes, but he's keeping it together in nicely.
He might find Insania too.
Seen his dead?
One more hit. He's got him.
All
He's
right,
got
I
him.
mean, yeah.
There we go.
He's on something today, Dyrachyo.
Hell yeah.
Solid start here.
I mean, the fact that he even did the little things of like bringing his own regen, bringing 2 salves to the lane so he can keep himself there. foregoing, like, I mean, yeah, Wraith Band is kind of not really necessary so many times on the Terrorblade when he's playing versus a double pure damage lane. Doesn't need armor. He needs boots. He needs gloves of haste. Gives him attack speed, move speed to hit this Ench. That's a dream start here for him.
Oh, really nice.
Still seeing Mickey, of course, free farm in the top lane. But definitely some good stuff. Is Bounty blocks Moxie. They're on Ace.
Ish, maybe.
If
they can run it
Ace
down.
is dead now.
It's going to take him a bit of time.
Sure will.
Scorch Surf's back up.
Another waveform in 4 seconds. He should die, but in the meanwhile, I mean,
So he's
Nisha gets
wasting
punished
a
mid.
lot of time, and he's got Devour though. He needs to Devour Crypt. Oh no.
And how many CS did they miss for this kill, right? I think Mickey misses almost an entire wave, plus the catapult. So honestly,
he
you
did
get
not get a
215 gold, but missing 4 or 5 last hits, plus I mean, it's almost the same thing if he just sat in the lane and farmed the creeps.
What are the levels looking like mid? Well, Quinn is 6.5, Nisha 5.5, so a full level difference now between the mids. Quinn, I mean, you see the amount of denies he's racking up as well now. He's really leading the charger in this matchup.
He pretty much has Meteor Hammer done.
Yeah.
And yeah, 2 points in his Arcane Orb. I think he is going to do that Astral thing that I was mentioning. And yeah, he's going to be able to push Nisha out of lane almost by himself when he does have that. And Nisha might just have to jungle to finish off that 6 soon.
Ooh.
Oh,
like
just
the
kidding.
snipe
Oh,
there, though.
shit.
Okay.
The courier got
Able to
killed.
catch the courier of Quinn, so that completed Meteor Hammer is going to be put on the sidelines a little longer than Quinn would have liked.
Shit.
The rest, he didn't buy the Void Stone at the least, but yeah, it means the rest would be so.
He
Yeah.
would have had it, right? So
Yep.
postponed by an extra minute there, thanks to that snipe from Boxy.
That's a huge deal because
Yeah.
he would have it and he has
He would have it at
catapult.
crazy
Yeah.
time.
Like he would have it on the catapult wave, so he'd actually be able to force rotations and stuff like that. That is incredible there. Little courier snipes. Celery. He lives. Duracho. He's turning.
Oh
Look at
no.
this damage
Another
here in
failure.
Stadium. It doesn't stand a chance.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Duracho.
so
He's
he's getting
killing
killed.
spree at 7 minutes in. Well, this is a very happy Terrorblade.
And like the panel was saying, this is a matchup. You know, I still favor Morphling in a vacuum, of course. You know, you have to, of course, factor in a million different other things. But if a TB does get an advantage versus a Morphling, that's where he also kind of counters him in a way, right? Because you get that early Scotty timing and stuff like that. So Duracho having an incredible start. And this is the lane that Liquid, I think, really wanted to try to dominate with the way that they set things up. So very impressive.
Oh, I mean, for sure, that's one of the reasons why you put Zai in this off-lane
Yep.
Enchantress, right? I mean, you know, for sure, Zai, he's still getting a lot of farm out of the lane. He's getting just as much as Duracho, but absolutely. Maybe not slowing down this Terrorblade as much as they would have hoped to.
I mean, they're also just
I mean,
really
Korea
slowing
is
down
still
Nisha.
dead.
Nisha's actually at I mean, he went for
It's
Arcane
kinda
Boots. It makes a
sad
lot of
only
sense
right
when you're
now.
playing with the
He
IO,
had
the
the
double
such
pump up,
gold
but
lane and
having
the
Arcane
Korea
Boots
died.
is going to quite reduce your physical damage output that comes out from the storm. Not having
That
those
is some
shreds
good
early.
play from Liquid.
No, it's going to be
Getting the
nice
Korea
for sort
kill.
of like the flash farming.
Making
Yeah.
like
the
they
jungling
communicated like this
sections
guy's
of the
gonna
game.
get the Meteor
As we
Hammer,
saw
just
last
keep a
time
ward
round,
over
Gaming
there
Gladiators as a
and
team
get the
were able to hit
Korea.
timing that Liquid weren't quite prepared for themselves. You know, Liquid was sort of focused on trying to get their next items out on the cause. That's when Liquid started to crumble big time.
Zai, he's going. I mean, this is an interesting itemization too. It looks like he's going to be going for an Orchid early on.
Oh.
Nice play, Duracho. Body blocks the camp with his illusion. Make sure that the Ench can't get a creep and start pushing tower. He's doing all the little things right on Duracho. Now Quinn, Meteor Hammer, it's coming out. He also finds the blessed item. The Fairy's Trinket is up on Quinn too, so Meteor Hammer is going to be able to go on the tower. But he may have been able to like take this tower if that snipe didn't happen. So a big deal as you see. 1 minute 54 slower than average because of the snipe. Ace. Too tanky now to be brought down. Vanguard's finished.
These two can't take him out unless Ace makes some massive overextension.
Mid Nisha. I mean, he'll turn up to try to get some defense, but Quinn is getting unbelievable damage. He's almost going to finish off the tower. Rotation's coming. Insania trying to prevent it. But it's spotted instantly from the ward.
Quinn.
Oh no, he did not time.
He's
Oh,
going to go
wow.
for the setup.
They got him.
They've got him. They've
Holy
more
shit,
than
I
got
thought
him
that
there.
was missed, man.
Very, very dead Nisha. And the tower, the level
It's level 2
fortification, but
Meteor
it's going to be
Hammer.
going down.
Sorry, level 2
That
actual
efficiency at its
improvement.
finest. The Meteor Hammer hits the
Damn.
tower and at the storm.
I thought it
Chef's
was
kiss.
missed, man, because of the
Beautiful
because of
stuff.
I mean,
What an early
timer
game.
that shows
Gaming
on the
Gladiators just playing a little too good
the
today.
Astros.
I mean, last game turning things
I don't
around
know
after a
this
bit of a
part.
slower start in the lanes. This game too, straight off the bat
2
here.
points only
10
in
minutes
actual
in,
improvement
5 to
is doing
1.
this.
and looking to take the lead
Another
quite
kill,
early.
another kill.
Honestly, all three lanes look
Just
incredible.
instant
Ace, yeah, sure,
oh.
he's going to struggle because especially Tofu's moving a lot, but he's still farming very well as this Doom.
Another.
I mean, everything is going in their favor right now, and they
Another
have
Korea
like
side.
you said, this very strong scaling draft if they're able to get this type of start here.
I mean, when you look at Liquid's cores as well, you know, which one of these cores is going to kind of get that item that allows them to start, you know, doing the moves that Gaming Gladiators are making? Like, what's going to be your soonest, strongest point of Liquid's draft?
Honestly, I think it's just going to be, they're just going to have to join up with like the IO and the Storm and just look to make moves even just
without
items,
yeah.
just to try to slow down this pressure that's been coming out of the free farm that Duracio's getting in a lane that I think they expected to be able to do much better in. Like Duracio, sure, he's not the same net worth as like the Morphling, 900 behind or so, but they literally set this lane up to stop him, and he's doing great.
Sure. And you think this is a difficult game for Mickey to sort of just try and ignore everything, hit creeps, and carry as a Morph late on? Like, can Mickey get away with that this game?
The issue is he's just like, you know, there's a Doom, right? So, and there's a Doom, and then there's the OD pick, which can counter in a way, too. We're going to see him get a pretty early Linken's, very likely to deal with the Doom, so maybe that'll be enough, but this is definitely some concerns for Liquid, because Nisha is just, I look at his net worth, and they're just preying on him. So it's going to mostly have to come from Mickey and Zai just doing that heavy lifting in the early mid-game. And overall for team fights, I'd say Liquid, they're more around playing for pickoffs with the IO relocate, Fiend's Grip, stuff like that, rather than taking a head-on fight into Tombstone and a heavy farm Doom who's going to have the auras again.
Yeah, they don't have any team fight, really.
No.
Liquid.
Zai, again, they're setting up for him. Quinn's here. He's going down.
Dominating now, Duracio. And it's going to be interesting to see, I mean, how much do you think Gaming Gladiators is going to care when this Orchid's done on Zai?
Yeah,
Like,
but
do you
he's
see it doing a lot
enjoying
for him, this game? Or do you think it's going to feel a little underwhelming?
I think it might feel a little underwhelming.
offline is
I
very
mean,
high,
there's
but
got to
still
be a
he's
reason why
enjoyed
we
and
don't
he
see
got
any other
something.
offlane heroes right now. Nobody's picking an offlane hero and rushing Orchid. Right?
No.
That is a very kind of niche sort of build. Zai obviously doing it on the Enchantress. Makes sense. It's an int hero. And Silence, of course, you know, against like the OD, it's going to be annoying.
Sure, but they can just itemize with BKBs and stuff like that. So Zai, he shows up bottom. Committing for the tower here, Gaming. Tombstone will get denied.
And they're bringing more backup in there, Liquid.
Oh, the re-relocate. It brings Nisha back to the jungle as he's TPing. Whoops. But either way, they're going to get the defense.
The push was stopped. So.
It actually ends up being probably better that the relocate took
I was
going to
say, otherwise they would sort of have 4 heroes down there doing nothing. So.
Relocate.
Not the end of the world there.
Really?
So, I mean, let's see what Mickey is going to be able to do. Okay, well, Linken's, I mean, he can actually perhaps get involved early as this morph just with that. Quinn?
Oh, nice moves here from Nisha. Making it very hard for Quinn to get the Astral. He has to sort of settle with Astraling himself there.
He's got buddies.
He has got backup. So they'll be able to walk away. Nisha trying his best. He got pretty close to getting him. Quick with the Bull Lightnings. Making sure that Quinn could never quite Astral in time.
But, I mean, that's a whole mana pool committed.
That's true.
To not get a kill.
And that's why he got the mana boots.
Yep. He's going to be able to pump himself back up. But, I mean, Quinn is regenning very quickly back up, and he's ready to fight. Maybe expecting this Storm isn't going to be ready for this next move.
I think that's exactly it.
The Linken's, he got the snipe.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, shit.
Mickey.
I mean, see if Mickey can get out of this. Ace and Quinn are looking for him.
Quinn is waiting for the waveform. But Mickey, he's careful. Oh. Does hit the tower.
Yeah, they'll go for the tower. But indeed, as you say, well, how long is that? The
Sad,
Lincoln's on the
man,
side
that
for?
minion
That's
is
going to be,
gone
what,
now.
a minute and a
90.
half?
Yeah.
Where Mickey's going to have to wait for that recipe to get to him.
Can you imagine if Ace is also able to get the Doom right afterwards, after killing? Like, that would have just been an insane snowball effect. They already are starting to get this insane type of snowball with the way that they played these lanes. 7-1.
Yeah, they're looking scary today.
They sure are. This time Ace is going to have to take a little bit of the back foot, it seems like, because they set him up. They moved a lot, right? Like, Tofu was playing around Quinn a little bit more this time around, so Ace, he's just going to be more of that aura buyer while his OD and his TB just start doing tons of work with the supports. Zai has Orchid. Let's see what he can get with it.
Okay. I mean, now he's got it. Is he going to sort of stay sat down here, or are they going to try and make some sort of smoke move with Zai?
I think they can look to start fighting a bit here just because they have this IO with the mech as well, too, pretty early. You have to make the Orchid pay off before the BKBs, before the Manta and stuff, so I'd like to see them try to get something. Not the easiest, though. I believe Quinn now, he has a Blink Dagger, so he's going to have a way to protect himself constantly. Maybe with the blink, he is going to put more points in that Astral to just go for the blink aways and stuff. But ideally, for the moment, still wants to just hang on to 2 points to set up Meteor.
Is under attack.
Mickey cannot. Yeah, he has to be very careful. 15 seconds, it'll come back, so.
Stupendous. Radiant are scanning.
Let's see where they want to sort of head. I mean, Dyrachyo, of course, his opening basic items done. The Yasha and the Dragon Lance, he's going to want to sort of stick out the action so he can get the Skadi complete.
He is, I mean, this is the build we saw Tomato do there. The only thing he has to be a little careful of is that Orchid. If he is going to skip out on the Manta, go straight for the Skadi, yes, it's the counter to the Morph, but
sure,
could end up maybe biting him back.
I mean, they've got saves, right?
Yeah.
There's the Greaves on Ace.
They're
There's
roshing.
the Astral as well. I mean, yeah, with the OD, they can do this pretty easily.
Sure can. OD plus Undying, easy Rosh. And the Liquid, no way that they can contest. Dyrachyo shows himself up top, continue to apply pressure, so he's like bluffing a little bit. He's like, yeah, I got backup in my team, but they're actually just roshing. This is clever stuff. Immediately with the chat wheel.
And straight away with the smoke. Gaming Gladiators.
They're feeling confident. They're looking good too. Looking unbelievably good.
Rubik gets for the full win.
Liquid at the moment just playing that farm game, not actually looking to make a move just yet.
Just
Also now
Rubik
it's
thinks.
way more difficult versus this Aegis that's going to be on Quinn. That he's going to be the one. He's going to be the one initiating. He's just going to be blinking in and starting fights. Isha.
Dire's middle tower.
Well, there's the
no.
setup. They've got the Astral.
They
They've got the
stun.
Astral.
They want
But
Boxy.
he's out. He's out to the side. They won't be able to find him straight away. Quinn's trying to close the gap. No further catch. Nisha's away.
I think they know that this was happening though from the IO.
Or Dyrachyo. I mean,
Oh,
can
no,
these
they
two
got
do it? They've got the
relocate.
Fiend's Grip
No need
with the
relocate.
damage from Zai.
They should get him.
Okay.
Very nice move from Liquid. They know that Gaming Gladiator's all down bottom, and then
They don't get
Dyrachyo, he's got
boxy.
no one to back him up.
Quinn gets boxed.
He was bluffing for quite some time up there, right? They were roshing and he just showed his face a few times. So we'll get punished. A pretty big kill there for Liquid. They will lose their IO on the bottom side though. Boxy was spotted when he was reloading. 8-2.
Okay, one Rubik.
Only a 3K
That's why-
lead though. That's
No
Liquid
need to
is
go
being
with
very
the
efficient
lens.
with the way they farm around, of course, with the
Already have
Arcane
the
Boot
touch
Storm
skill.
and with that IO.
You can't really hide
now will
drones with them. With your body.
See if he
right?
swaps the creep up. That's the one thing I'm worrying, Biz. Watch here,
Oh.
Nisha.
They get the setup. He's gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Quinn just slams him down with a hammer.
He's not even maxing his astral improvement. He's just level 2 and
See if they
just
can push some
instantly
more around this
popping
area.
it. As soon
Ace
as the
ready to
astral
join.
improvement. Like the change stun
I
is
really
really
like the build
good.
that Quinn's going
You don't
for
have
this
to
game.
calculate in.
Just, I mean, this
Wait,
blink
like
meter
if you
hammer pretty
try to
standard, but then
max
going
it-
for a 4-staff
If you
next,
try
that's
to
going
max
to give
the
them an
astral
extra
improvement,
element to cancel
you're
Lincolns
gonna
and
have
stuff
to
like that on
calculate like
Mickey.
1 more second.
So they're going to have a lot of different
But
ways
with
to be able to
this,
deal with this
it's
morph.
just instant. Just astral improvement and with your hammer. It's just instant stun.
Can they get the snag? Lincoln's break.
No, TP's coming in there. They don't want to try and mess around with Mickey anymore here.
I think
Bit too difficult.
I think the courier was just delivering the blink dagger for Ace. If he had it 2 seconds earlier, they probably do get that kill. Mickey will live to see another day.
Now he's gone for Manta now. He realized there's the knock kill, so he has to go for Manta. Now he's going for stun.
Very quick items on these supports. I mean, all their rotations have hit. So Tofu, as we see, with the early Glimmer Cape. I think Celery might buy drums every single game. Just his favorite item. And on Undying, or the Holy Locket, super valuable also. Yeah, very farm supports, great core timings too. They can constantly threaten kills all over the place. I was gonna say, I wonder if Ace does look to switch up the creep perhaps at some moment. I know the stun creep with Blink is amazing, but maybe wants a Lincoln's Breaker of his own. We'll see. Ace, he's spotted by the ward here. Insania is in position. But gaming is all rotating over.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if Liquid want to take this fight. Hey,
He just dooms him.
I mean, it's going to be in Liquid's best interest if they just bail
Oh
out.
no.
What?
Nice jukes, though.
Is he-
Honestly, he might live.
Is he actually?
He's going to be able to tether over to Nisha soon.
Oh,
He's
no.
actually able to pop the Nightmare onto the apes and TP out.
Okay.
So, all right, Liquid, they don't lose
They
anyone.
got out.
Everybody gets away.
Doom use, now they can smoke.
All right. Can they punish this? Can they punish the fact that Doom's down now?
Now they can smoke, man. They got no chance other than Dome. I think only actual imprisonment
It's
is
still
there.
kind of difficult to do so. I
And
mean, Nisha
Dota
and
lift,
Boxy are
but it
hanging
is not
around
enough,
top.
I feel.
And Nisha's ready to... They're considering going in on this.
We need to smoke.
If they see them split up too much, I mean, they might jump base here.
I think they could.
They don't know where his backup is. They're going to wait until they see something else. Zai and Sanya, they're looking for the setup mid, but Quinn is already here. Immediately with the Astral.
Yeah, that's going to shut down Insania.
Good read.
And was also made at a time where they no longer had that sort of opportunity to go on Ace top.
Yep.
Ace was able to sort of lead that top lane. And, you know, in a situation where maybe if he hung around
Yeah,
for another
they
wave,
lost.
Boxy and Nisha would have been able to make the jump on him.
It's really heads-up stuff. Like Quinn, he read the map
Who do you
perfectly, and he
support,
also
AD?
hit himself in the tree line. So it's like he doesn't show himself. They don't know where he is, and then boom, they strike immediately.
Or Quinn.
Okay, the god.
Just looking for more.
You can't really
Be
kill
able to
him.
push him back. Quinn not having enough on his own to...
He's
to
got
set
a
up with that
Lincoln,
Lincoln
so
sphere
the
and
Astral
play
imprisonment
on-
cannot happen. Got no
Okay.
Lincoln speaking.
Hey, but he can though, right? With the Force Staff.
Oh,
build,
you're right, actually, yeah.
He can blink Force Astral Meteor Hammer if he
I mean,
gets the
who
ideal
did he have?
setup.
I guess it was just Tofu by his side. In fact,
Yeah.
Tofu
Tofu?
getting gone on by this
No,
brief
fuck.
reloco move here from Boxy and Nisha.
Now they're dead.
They're going to try and turn towards
I
Boxy, see if they can
was
burst through him before he's
dead.
on his way back out. The Sanities is there. Boxy heals up, but he'll get taken out by Quinn. They'll look to Nisha. Nisha up to the high ground. They'll turn their attention over to
Mickey's
Mickey
in trouble.
instead. He's got the waveform. They'll turn into the OD as well. Lincoln's will be popped. Nisha still trying to fight, and he gets the grab onto Dratcha. Dratcha
Oh,
getting
shit,
away with the
back
storms
here.
there.
And the Nightmare
Gets caught
saves.
by the Nightmare, but the Nightmare comes to an end, and now Gaming Gladiators, they're ready to just
Big
charge
stun.
straight into the high ground.
Zai
Up to
is
the
dead.
triangle of Liquid. They take
I
out
think they
another
need
Nisha and Boxy
more
have to be
attack speed
careful.
on their course.
Zai and Insania,
that-
they're out of
Morphling
the
has a
fight.
Lincoln's only.
They're just playing so well off each other. Duraccio gets
Yeah,
low for a quick
Morphling
second.
and
Some
Smanja.
soul rips to heal him up.
Okay.
Glimmers saves. Okay.
It's just
Okay,
Quinn
now.
and Tofu here.
Oh, Quinn got
But
forced up.
Quinn does an unbelievable amount of
Yeah,
damage to him.
Mickey's got to bail out. It's completely on his own
So
right
Quinn's
now.
got a forced up
Got
to
the long
break
range
the
sleep,
Lincolns
but
now.
don't want to dive under the tower.
And
We'll see this fight again. I mean, Liquid, they very much felt like they really wanted to go for this. They felt that they had a chance, but of course, losing Boxy at the start left for a very rough situation. Back in action.
Doom.
It's going to get dropped down on Nisha. They'll be able to push Boxy away from Nisha, take out the IO.
Nisha?
The question is if Gaming Gladiators are going to be able to dive beyond
He's
the
got a
2-2.
Nightmare,
They're
right?
certainly trying for
You
this.
can save.
The Doom is about to come to an end, though. Nisha is going to have enough mana to get away.
Zai's coming in now too.
They're thinking of turning a Liquid. Nisha, he zips in. The
Yeah,
Vortex
go.
on the Duracho.
Okay,
Grip
now
pull
they
up as
can
well as
hit.
anybody cancel the
Good.
grip. Ace, he's trying to step in with the Who Stomp. He'll be able to put the
Yeah.
grip to an end. Doesn't matter though. The damage has been done. The impetus is there from Zai. Take out Duracho.
Sleep,
And they get to
yes.
Celery also going to get brought down.
Morphling is
Zai
getting
doing
ganked
pretty
on.
absurd damage in that fight.
He got Morphling got away
Orchid
from
paying off.
the
And we did, of
Saudi
course, see
and the
Duracho go back
in
for the
bot.
meds. I figured that he would when he's playing versus this Orchid Enchantress. And he's still going to look to have pretty damn good timing as well on the
They are
Scotty
missing
afterwards.
damage
Liquid
right now because
striking
their
back
damage
slightly
only
here.
right click right now. So they are missing a lot of items, these guys.
Quinn, he's got the basic items done. He's
Unless
gonna
until
get the big
IO
one next.
doesn't give the attack
He's
speed
build
at
up
that
now for the
time.
Hex.
Zai is, honestly, he is scaling pretty hard.
He could silently become the carry here for Liquid. I mean, that's what's going to potentially happen, right, when you're playing this offlane edge. You get the
Yeah.
Orchid, Hurricane Pike. He's taking the Brigands for himself there.
Sure.
And we'll be building up the BKB next. So absolutely, you've got to keep an eye on Zai. Could start.
You guys can hear the caster,
he hasn't
right?
already, really, doing serious damage in the team fights.
Yeah, not only just him, not only his hero himself is, oh, wait, make it. Should be fine.
Well, Duracho pops the meta for this. But Liquid, they'll be able to keep that distance.
Yeah, the other thing about the Enchants too is always going to be able to take one of the illusions from the TB too, so it's going to
They
work a
need to
little
wait
bit
out
against
the
them at the
meta
same
right
time
now,
constantly.
and then they can smoke again.
6k lead.
Oh, what's
Mickey
strong
starting to
volume
feel a
smoke
bit
right
better
now?
to be able to fight. He found, in my opinion, one of the best Agi items. You know, the Pupil's Gift is so good. We'll get on these Agi heroes. Nisha has BKB now.
I mean, yeah, he's got eyes on them as well. Like, Quinn charging in there, looking for a chance to fight with his DD. But Nisha knows what's up. Duracho, he's actually the one sort of leading the way. Gets into the triangle.
So now
He has to
meta is
be
getting
just
over,
a little
and
cautious of how he
it
uses
is a
his mans in
chance
these
for
next few
them to fight
situations.
for Liquid. They need to
Yeah, I
smoke
think they're
or
just really
just
trying to force
get on them.
a little bit of action there during the end of the metamorphosis.
They don't have any
It is
catch,
about to
like
come to an end.
their only
So
catch is
they'll
like
probably wanna
Bane,
back off, at
and
least
Bane
Duracho
don't want
will.
to go first.
Zai.
Because Bane goes
He
first,
wants
he
to fight.
dies. Now see, they are trying to force it
Glimmer.
because they don't have meta.
Yeah, they'll bail out. I mean,
So,
Duracho,
I think they will
50
try to
minutes
take
golden
mid
left.
tower
The
this time.
Skadi done, so his best interest to sit back and get that done. Quinn, he's in. Gonna jump forward. We'll see Mickey going aggressive with the waveform over towards Celery and Quinn. They'll turn for the quick kill onto Insania.
Oh, that's a godly steal for Tofu. This is actually probably one of the better. It's not an ultimate, it's not a Fiend Script, but this is insane versus Morphling. Not only just the actual spell, but to break the Lincolns. It's got pretty cool cast range. Oh, this could be huge. Not even just versus Morph, right? Versus Io, versus Enchantress. This is an unbelievable steal that Tofu can get this game.
This is 60% health regen reduction. It's more than Sky.
Ace, even though, as you said, he was sacked a little bit. Look at his items. He's
Right
got the
now
same
it is
as the
55
Underlord
because
and
it
he's
is
top net
level
worth.
3.
Yeah, I mean, he's still doing great.
Still,
Granted,
it's a
he's
Scarlet value
obviously got
item.
to Doom this
Sure.
game, but
Actually, it's got
absolutely having the
it's
build
almost got
to
Scarlet.
have a very solid impact as he did in game 1.
And he goes for the early shard as well too. I really like this shard when you're playing versus super tanky heroes, which Morphling
boy,
can become
so
in a lot of
now
these fights. And Roche, it's back on the menu.
They're going to go straight into the pit.
3 right click.
Liquid, it's difficult for them to take head-on 5v5s in this type of area where you're able to set up Tombstone and everything and pick and choose your targets as gaming. So probably just have to give this one up, even if they're aware of it. Will Nisha attempt for a steal?
It doesn't look like it.
Don't think so.
They don't really have any sort of vision or setup. In fact, Quinn, he's heading straight over it to see if he can find either Nisha or Boxy.
Blink up in 3. Sees Boxy.
Oh no.
Oh, he's
Boxy's
so
dead.
close. He's going to be able to find him.
Oh no.
He's got him. Monster kill for Quinn. 8-0 and 4. 12 of the 16 kills.
They're doing fantastic this game, and he's going to be well on the way to start picking up the bits of that Hex.
I mean, I really like the way that he's itemized. Mostly standard kind of stuff, but this is going to be incredible versus the Morph versus everything he's up against is Liquid.
Yeah, missing
Trying
a
to get something
stun
going
on
for
this
themselves
like,
down
Liquid
bottom.
lineup, man.
But they're just
It's
heavily
like
on the
their
back foot.
stuns
16 to
are-
4. They can't
like
find
they have
any
to be
type of fight.
committal
They can't even find
stuns.
pickoffs around the map
Flames
either.
Grave, Storms, Vortex.
It's just that Gaming Gladiators, they're all hard to kill.
Yeah.
These are all tough heroes to go on.
Yeah,
They're
and
going
they are
high ground.
tanky also. Those
I mean, why not?
three
They
are
want
very
to try and
tanky.
force Mickey to have to back up and fight with the team.
Plus they got Astral
Nisha.
Implement save.
He'll be able to clearing out the waves, so they can't actually go for high ground.
In fact, they're going to back off to react to the push that Mickey and Zai were getting going back down bottom. Tofu and Quinn, they'll head back.
I
to
feel
deal
like
with
this game, if this goes
They
for
smoke.
very late
So
game,
still
like
looking to
60
play
minutes,
aggressive. They're going to sweep across the map
this
and
guy's
probably
gonna
try to
have
find this
hacks on
Morphling
Liquid
here.
and they will win
See if
the
Mickey is
game.
careful.
If they get
If they
to
get
that
a kill,
point.
Mickey is everything right now. If he dies, this game is quickly going to be even more unwinnable.
And they're going to see him in the river.
no.
Oh, what? Mickey.
They get the opening.
Oh no,
There's
the
the doom.
jinx.
And a TD. Oh, a blessing.
I mean, very, very well done there. Popping through the Lincolns,
Oh, no.
having the ult ready to slam down on the Morphling. They'll catch Boxy
The
as
casters
well.
jinx it, man.
Boxy, of course, trying to get in the area of the Morph to see if they could bail him out, but wasn't going to be the case. It's 2 dead on Liquid.
Now they
Gaming
go high
Gladiators,
ground.
they can go for another
He's
tier
got
2
demons
and
in.
potentially more. DD
I mean, the
and
Morph is
Metamorphosis. Here we go. Here's the push.
The Morph is literally everything for Liquid, and now he dies with having this big influx of gold. This tower, this Rax might be difficult for them to defend.
They got no good high
the
ground
Gladiators.
defense, only Storm is there.
They always seem to have Liquid's number, and today
I
seems
mean-
the same.
Honestly, today even more so.
Yeah.
These 2 games, I mean, Gaming Gladiators, they've kind of looked on another level.
I honestly, it's like Nisha. Just a jump to try to clear. It's not even just, it's everybody, right? It's the cores, it's the supports. They're doing just so much work, all playing off each other perfectly. Rax is down.
I mean, Insania tries to set someone up here with an ult, but he just ends up dying.
No.
Nisha is going to commit it with the BKB. They're going to go for Tofu.
He's so
grabbing
tanky.
him with the glimmers there. Tofu's still
no,
full
the 3-man
HP.
storm.
They turn, they drop the Sanity's Eclipse.
No BKB
That's going to be
unlocked.
Mickey dead.
It's over.
He hasn't got buyback.
This is serious.
And they might even be able to get Zai. Yeah, Ace, he's diving in beyond the tier 4s. They want to go for more in Gaming Gladiators. They take down Zai. 29 minutes, 21 to 4, 18k lead. They're going to look for a second set of racks.
Oh, this is over.
It really feels like it may be.
That's just, the Morph just dies in a heartbeat. Look at that. Dies in 1 stun. That gets lifted at the end there, but the burst damage, yeah, they call it.
They called it.
It's done.
I mean, wow.
Wow.
Smiles there from
That was
Duracha.
zero.
What a performance.
Damn.
Back to back here today from Gaming Gladiators. As you said, something about this
He's
matchup.
laughing
Liquid,
so hard.
they just can't do it. They
No.
can't do it. Gaming Gladiators, they know exactly how to deal with them. And each time it always feels like, well, maybe Liquid, they've got a different approach, they've got a different plan. today's plan, both games, it weren't great, Fogged.
No, well, I mean, it wasn't maybe not great from them, but I think gaming just the answers that they have, the clever way of drafting, setting up some of these heroes. We've seen them do this a lot. I mean, we've seen Liquid even do this where they move heroes around and stuff like that. But honestly,
I mean,
them having this, I think the OD pick was phenomenal to finish, to get this type of thing for Quinn. He ends 9-0-6, shuts down mid. He's good versus the Morphling. He's good pretty much in all situations. This was one of the easier games, it felt like, for them, but they played it so well that it looked easy.
no, absolutely. I mean, Liquid, I think this one's going to hurt. You know, each time trying once again to just better Gaming Gladiators, and today, honestly, they don't even come close.
No.
They don't even come close. 2 games here, back-to-back. Gaming Gladiators, I mean, smiles all around, and understandably so they show up, and they've just completely got Liquid solved. They've got them sorted. 2-0 here for Gaming Gladiators.
It's their kryptonite. Like, Team Liquid, they just can't do it. Gaming Gladiators, for the last, like, now 4 series, it's just this. With Boxy or without Boxy, doesn't matter. It just looks like indeed Gaming Gladiators got Team Liquid's number. Very well played by them. Congratulations.
What do I have next then? What do we have next? Which is the next game after this? Tundra versus TSM. Okay. Before Tundra versus TSM. Okay, one game before Tundra versus TSM.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
But Stimado versus
Invisibility. Radiant are scanning.
Stimado is losing it.
Middle tower is under attack.
6,400.
Dire's top tower is
2,000
under
gold.
attack.
Oh no, he's dead. All that dead. Now he's gone. Damn. Oh no, and he recovered. Still a lot to go, but still he recovered.
Your turn to ban.
Oh,
5
who is
seconds
this
remaining.
Guy? This guy was tiny earlier. Joy boy. So.
Your turn to pick.
Boots media hammer. Speaking mode on.
10 seconds remaining.
Techies dota. Except for Hexowana. Except for Hexowana. Okay. Tundra versus TSM.
Say that this one Science is in the bag.
This one is in the bag.
But this the fuses are in there. The diffusers are in there. The diffusers are in there. This one is in the bag.
Thirty seconds to battle.
Is there a wall or something?
You guys have to take both the rounds. Very hard to go bottom.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah. Hey, get back. All are there. One shot and it's dead.
Off we go!
The battle begins.
Measurements made.
Bombs built.
Powder's dry.
Okay, let's blow something up.
No. Sentry ward is counted as last hit.
Woohoo! Off we go! There's nothing. Hit fast! Yes.
This is very hard. I think I need to hit this. You'll die, no level 2.
This works.
Put it out of your mind.
Go.
Well,
Dyer's turret has been hit.
Huh?
what?
I think I was dead. And
Shikam,
Here goes nothing.
come back.
Let's go.
Oh, I was telling you that.
I only see a
Good plan.
science.
Please stop saying that.
Bro,
Sorry.
awesome.
Woohoo!
Not this time.
Pull.
Okay, I'm pulling, okay?
We're going.
Please.
You
He
sure?
will die, yeah. He'll die in like 1 second. Need this.
That way.
Need this so I can bait them and then it will get freaking.
Think fast.
There we
Huh?
Shit. I think I needed 2 mangoes here.
Oh my. This is good.
Don't you dare.
Hope this works.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh shit. Oh shit. He had one.
Well,
Let's go. Science.
whee!
Stay away.
Eureka!
Oh, I got arcane boots.
Just for you. We're going.
Please.
Let's go. Hope this works.
Good plan.
Bro,
So huh?
What?
yeah.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Yes.
That's smart.
Oh crap.
Oh crap. Oh shit.
Ya solté, bro, ya solté.
Here goes nothing.
Bro,
Dire's structures are fortified.
get back. He glyphed it. He
What
glyphed it.
sort of prize
He
is
glyphed it.
this?
He glyphed it.
Off we go.
Your top tower is under attack.
Going base. What is it?
Middle is missing.
You sure?
Quit arguing!
You think that...
Silence on.
Dynamite!
Not quite. Yes!
And done!
What?
Dead.
Yeah, it's playing very good. Okay. The story is very good.
You sure?
Quit arguing!
We should have died like 4 times in this game. But oh no, there's a ward here. The fuck?
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I think there's a ward here. He just instant pop it. It's either here or here.
Pressure top, pressure top. We kill him.
Coming, coming.
Wait until.
He's got banned.
We're going! This way!
Sorcery shall not prevail. Set.
Planted!
Your middle tower is under attack.
How big is 6? Yes, this top lane is very bad.
Goes nothing.
No, oh my god.
Does nothing.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Planted.
Your
Like a
bottom
tree.
tower is under attack. Dire
Middle
structures
is
are
missing.
fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
So what's
Get the-
aggressive items, man?
Get
Damage 2-1, here 3-1 and 8. It's fine.
Does someone get the tomb, guys?
Let's go!
Your middle tower is under attack.
I think I need to play bot on this.
Off we go!
Took so much to kill the game. Ah, no doom also can't kill.
Middle is missing. Middle is missing.
That him. Very fast.
Dire's courier has been killed. Your
This one
top
is
tower
getting
is
me.
under attack.
Set.
Set!
Ay, close, open.
Your top tower is under attack.
Back.
What was that?
I didn't see anything. Mine! There's a good little mine.
I'll take that.
I'm playing to protect this door. Shit.
I don't have coil.
You sure?
Quit arguing!
Mine. I thought you have a coil. Okay.
Oh, that's not cooldown.
I'll farm bot. I mean. 3.
Go top. Puck, can you come top?
Yeah, sure.
We need to kill the AM with you.
What was that?
I didn't see anything.
That's a good little mine.
Let's go!
Do I have to call him?
Don't quit.
That way!
It's instant star.
Hero, I got the hero.
Bro is still wicked sick.
This works!
What the heck? What the fuck was he doing? Thought it was good. I'm just
The
seeing this
enemy's top
perspective.
tower has fallen.
Take it. We can go bottom.
Huh?
What?
Mine in place! Woohoo! Off we go!
A prize.
So slow it coming.
Come on!
Planted!
TP bottom.
We're going!
AM will come. Fast.
Oh shit, I forgot to take the talent. You are
Can
dying.
you protect that? We can go DT. Don't take, we can go rush.
Okay, let's kill it now.
Many agree.
Hey, your battle, bro.
These woods.
Tilt tower and go rush.
I don't know who is buying wards.
Dire
I'm not
structures are fortified.
Bro, are you barrel joy boy, bro?
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Doubled.
Sorry.
Here goes nothing!
let's go top, guys.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Off we go! Ouch!
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has
Gonna
fallen.
defend. We go mate after this.
Huh?
What?
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
I think they are here. Right?
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oops. God, sorry. Big proximity mines out.
Should have given me.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Just so.
Oh, can you stick with us?
Fuck died.
At the fucking ages.
You can try.
Yes!
You got teaser, bro. Oh no.
Fire has fallen.
Oh no. Where was my train? I think we just throw. Ingredients in. Oh no, we are dead for so long.
And then you can die.
It went kinda awkward, but now it's good. I think Trent
What
is
happens
buying
if
more
not stick?
mods.
We don't have late game. Bro, we don't fucking need your doom. Just stick with me.
Silence. Radiant structures
I
are
think there's a
fortified.
ward here.
Your top
Need
tower
your
is
dome.
under attack.
Need your stun, bro. That's it.
We're going, we're going!
Jeez.
There's a chance that I'll be dead.
Smoke, get the AM. push high ground with the TT.
Need to be careful.
You're a genius.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Moment.
Come on.
Fun! Careful! Set!
6 Roshan.
If Marcy uses BKB, that's the time you use her OG, okay?
Granted!
We keep. Drop your. I'm not playing front line. Fuck this.
That way. Huh?
What? Haha! Planted!
Are?
Bro, that's
Dude.
okay, we score,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Save draw, come on, bro.
Off we go.
I think just
It's only one hero.
are you like ES with the Echo Slam that you can use it on only 5 heroes, bro?
Stop saving it. Just use it.
Quit arguing. Science.
2 minutes, Roshan will up.
Off we go! Woo!
Nice fat, guys.
Whee!
Good plan.
Rush, then only go. Get rush, 1 minute.
Perfect, bro. That's fucking perfect.
Nice. Not very good.
Bottle again.
I died, but still. Ah.
That was so good, bro.
Oh, I should.
That's what he wants. That's what I wanted to do earlier.
The middle tower. Tower and Roshan will be up.
So fine.
Dire structures are fortified.
What the fuck? Why does he have two?
Let's go!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Mine is there. Come and take it.
Yeah, it will be up soon.
In place.
Best thing about tech is that mines give vision and you can actually anticipate when Roche is coming without having to keep the timer. Just if you are a lazy person who don't like to keep the timer, mine's are
Okay, Rosh is up, guys. Let's
doing good.
Damage.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You sure?
Quit arguing!
Fallen to the radiant.
take the shot.
I didn't take the shot.
I don't need it, I don't need it.
I think 3N.
I don't think it's good on me.
Range shot is also good.
Take it.
He's thought already.
Bottom.
You got it.
Smoke, guys.
Go bottom, go bot.
I think you need to carry the dust.
I got the AM.
So AM is going center.
Nice.
She took so much of that.
Yep, I can heal up here.
That's a good bait. That's a good bait.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Off we go! Let's go!
Man, go mid, go mid. Go mid.
It's okay, just
No, wait. Take.
Come mid, come mid.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
We could have gone mid.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I'll come top. Okay. Never mind.
Huh?
What?
Bro, can you refill
Going,
me?
we're going!
Jeez.
Wait. I'll take it.
Give me. Give me some.
Let's go!
Outpost. Yeah, just guys. You're so strong, go.
We got.
You got my coils. Kill him.
No manta.
I'm just right clicking it. I want to see my right click that is wrong. Oh shit. I got no mana.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack.
Marcus got ultra arcane rune effect.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. Your top tower is under attack.
Force stab!
He was shit talking to his own teammates earlier. I'm like, now you're funny and don't want Manta. He wants scepter.
Come here!
The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top
Pending
barracks
guys, we
has
go
fallen.
direct.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, sure.
The enemy's top
Taping,
barracks
bro.
has fallen.
And they start doing. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, we did.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, mister. Oh, that's him. That's fair on. That's fair on. You are trying to poke him. Oh, we can watch Tundra versus TSM now. Okay. Oh, it's still waiting. Wait, the show is just not started.
Nothing has changed regarding the schedule. Don't get your hopes up that there's Dota around the corner, but there might be something that's maybe a little bit tiny bit better than Dota right now coming your way. Because there's been a couple of assignments done. And I'm joined by 3 of the 4 competitors of said assignments. So let's first welcome in Fog. You're sitting down! Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, Fog!
Oh. Like, what the heck?
Get up. Do a walk. No, that's not.
I like my music every time. I've got really good stuff. I love it.
It is pretty good. Welcome, Fog. There you go, on the couch. We still are joined by Effie and Jenkins because they are also part of Bounty Hunter. That's the name of the show that we are going to do /watch/experience here. That's right. Without revealing anything, Fogged, did you enjoy yourself?
I guess.
He's the worst person to ask that. Why would you start
I don't like doing
him?
some of the content stuff. I mean, I did it. I was fine. I actually enjoyed myself more than I thought I would. So I would say yes.
How about you, Effie?
I enjoy winning.
Okay.
So if I won, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And you are the judge, correct?
I believe the ones that we're gonna watch. It's either you're right or you're wrong. So.
I mean, I didn't like the ones where I did badly, but we'll see which one is gonna play. I don't know.
Jenkins, do you remember doing this?
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was a lot more of a trick than it was. I thought it was gonna be poison, something have diarrhea, something like that. But
you have that anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, I was excited about it actually. I was like, come on, poison me, let's go. But there was a lot less.
Like
there was some trickery. There was some trickery going on though.
Yep.
Which I was not a fan of.
Okay. Well, without further ado, Tsunami has been up to something here with this bounty hunt. Let's see what he's got.
Okay.
What the hell?
Oh, God. I'm not good at identifying flavors. Oh, God.
Licorice. Licorice feast. Bounty. Eat as many pieces of licorice as you want.
Guess how many pieces will be eaten in total by each of the contestants, including yourself?
Most accurate guesser wins. Most accurate guesser wins.
Jenkins look more like a.
I feel like Fog is a sick freak. He'll just eat as much as he can, like 10 pieces at least.
I just want to make everyone get it wrong now. I'm just going to eat all of them. No, I'm not.
I think Sheepo is the most likely to eat all of it. I think she would say, I'm gonna eat all of it.
Here are my thoughts. Jenkins knows that I love licorice. And I know that Jenkins hates licorice. I think Sheepstick would also hate licorice because she has a terrible palate. She's like a toddler.
I mean, Jenkins will eat all of them. That's like not even, like he'll probably put all of them into his mouth at once.
I'm gonna eat like 15 pieces.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I really don't like licorice.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Oh my god, it tastes so bad. Oh my god. Who enjoys licorice?
I love licorice.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's even worse.
No, I know I wouldn't like it.
I'm gonna get a stomach ache, but it's gonna be worth it.
I'm gonna cry. It's like I'm trying to just go for the next one before I finish the original.
Dude, this is fucking bad. Okay, can I change my numbers? I really don't want.
How come Ife is enjoying so much?
Okay, 0 for everyone. Everybody's eating 0.
I'm gonna say Sheep ate 3 pieces, and I'm gonna say Mira ate like 4 pieces, because these are tough.
That's fucking bad licorice, dude. You're gonna have to a lot of things. That's bad licorice. That's not good. I don't know how anybody likes that. Why does anybody eat this? Is that dog shit flavored licorice?
I did it.
I'm gonna say Sheepstick ate 3. Jenkins ate 2. Fogged will eat 5.
Fog will eat 5.
I don't know if Fogged likes licorice. That's my guess.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh god, I hate licorice so much.
Where are the results?
I love licorice. I have the same bowl. It's basically a combination of different type of licorice. I'm looking at it, and my mouth is already watering. It's amazing. But I was not in this challenge. But I do have in front of me a piece of paper of everybody's like total predictions and the total amount eaten. So I'll first just say how much everybody ate. Effie ate 14.
Jesus.
14. Jesus.
I was not right.
You know what I said? Can I reveal my guess?
She's about
Jenkins ate 0. We heard you all say it.
No, but they did me dirty. Because they cut out. I had another guess. I said, I know Effie likes licorice. So she's going to try to eat a lot of them, but she's like a bird. She has like a single piece of cucumbers. Like, oh, I'm full.
That is true. I did force myself to eat that much.
So it's like what I didn't anticipate was the absolute insane desire to win over the stomach capacity.
But it wasn't how many you could eat. It didn't say like eat the most. She was just trying to play the game and just switch the
But I threw you all off.
You did.
Yes, you did.
Tell us the results.
All right. So Sheepstick ended up eating 4. Jenkins ate 0 because he spat it all out.
I thought they were poisoned.
Yeah, they were not poisoned. They were just salty. And Fogged ended up eating 3. That means that the total amount of pieces eaten was 21. Now, the competition was about who was closest to the actual amount of licorice that was eaten at the end of all of it. So Jenkins guessed that nobody would eat anything. He guessed 0. You know what? He's not last. You're 3rd. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh.
Sheepstick. She guessed that the total amount of pieces we're eating were 43.
Oh my God.
Very ambitious. She's the one that lost this challenge. And then there's 2 pieces left. And I'm gonna from these 2, I'm gonna mention the winner. Can I get a drum roll, please? With a guess of 25 pieces of candy eaten total, it is Effie that is victorious.
Look at you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You won the Fun Licorice Challenge. You threw everyone off. Congratulations. You have manipulated everybody and tricked us.
I will say, Fogged, you guessed 12. You were very close with everybody apart from Effie. She really made you lose.
I had no idea she liked licorice. So I was just like, it's very jarring, right? Like people who like licorice, they love it.
Love
people
it or
who hate it, absolutely detest it. So I was like, I think everybody's gonna kind of hate it. But I know everybody's competitive and they would try. So your trick actually worked.
Here's the thing.
Scam.
Here's the thing. Jenkins always sees me eating Twizzlers. like 24/7. So your guess was just.
Stop offering me Twizzlers. I don't want to. I don't want
Twizzlers
one.
are different, guys.
Or do you mean
They're licorice.
They're sweet?
Oh. Yeah, they are. They're better, but
no, they're not.
Better.
They're
She
not
said it.
licorice.
She said it.
they're a licorice
How much
candy.
more
They're
time
so
went
licorice.
to the
That's
next game?
classist to say, oh, Twizzlers aren't licorice because they're small boy licorice.
Now, Twizzlers are better than black licorice, but I still like black licorice. It's still pretty good. I had a stomachache that night. I couldn't eat dinner because I ate too much licorice, but I think today
Sure,
what are you
52
talking
minutes,
about?
sure.
the satisfaction
play
that
one more
I got
game.
from watching that, I think was worth not eating dinner that night.
I think we're gonna play one more game.
Yeah.
You didn't eat dinner at all?
Well, because I had a stomachache.
It's taking too long. So in the last 3 months, I gained 660 MMR just the techies. If I take it as 1 year, techies is 540, Razer is 570. Let's use 300. RTZ roam to boys.
Your turn to ban.
Okay, we got a rank 2200 player.
5 seconds remaining.
Prada in my avoid list. Okay. I don't remember now why I didn't.
10 seconds remaining.
So if he picks a good carry hero with a stun, or even SF, I think we can win this level. But AM, hard game. I think Bara is mostly offline, and now Enigma and is level 30. Yeah, this guy picks Enigma into Rubik also, and then he wins the game. He's that kind of a player. He's played so many Enigma games, he doesn't care if there's a Rubik. He just knows how to deal with it.
Someone called the doctor?
After seeing the picks, I wish I'd pick package now.
By my bones.
Slack level 30, Enigma level 30.
It is in the bag. All's well. Oh yeah, it's in the bag. You can call this one. I've never lost, and I'll not
Package is very good
start
against
now.
Slack. Enigma also.
A twisted
Bara also, yeah. Tech is counters, Bara second skill. So if Bara tries to charge Tekis, you use the reactive pizza and then Bara loses his bulldoze. Then Bara is useless. He just feels like a creep and then he dies without bulldoze.
Yes. With vim and vigor.
30 seconds to battle.
I'm not gonna block this. I
Very
was thinking of
fine.
blocking, then I remembered Enigma. So the lane gets always pushed here. You need to pull.
For what? Here I come. Yes.
The battle begins.
Time for shots.
He has a fairy fire.
Very fine. First blood. First blood.
Oh.
By my bulls. Catch. Here I come. All's well. A curse laid. With vim and vigor. For what? Yes. Oh, look at it go. What? Yeah. For what? Yes. Here I come. All's well. Yes. I stop you. On my round. No. What? Yeah. Yes, indeed. I'm under attack. With vim and vigor. Very fine. By my bulls. A twisted path.
The fuck, he pulled it.
Where's my pension? For what?
He's laning there now.
Yes, indeed.
Enigma is just left here.
Abutala bashuneba. A twisted path. What? Yeah.
Both the offlane as well as safe lane has got no clips to play with.
On my rounds. All's well. By my bones. Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes. With vim and vigor. Very fine. Here I come!
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Feeling good, man! Very fine. What, yeah? Here I come. You saw me coming. On my round. Yes. With vim and vigor. Dark extract. A twisted path. Oh! Yes, indeed. I'll draw your blood. All's well. A pain reservoir. By my bones. Look at it go.
Okay. Get it, did not get it killed, but it's alright.
Yes.
A lot of cripple shenanigans here. Bara is not letting me pull here because the lane, he wants the lane to be here, so I'm again pulling. Let's go on drums.
A twisted path.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So when he gets down, it's very hard to lane against him. Because all the elder ones get all the attack speed in the moment. It's a nice item. I'm gonna need this.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Radiant is dead. No.
With vim and vigor.
He's not interested.
A little something extra for the end.
What? Very fine. On my round. Wait for it. I'm under attack.
Nice.
Yes.
I think my aim is not getting to farm
Strong
trips.
medicine. By my bones.
Yeah. But he's got this.
All's well. What, yeah? Dark initiation. Yes, indeed.
Twice as nice.
All's well. By my bones. A twisted path.
'Tis mine.
With vim and vigor. Here I come. On my rounds.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes. What? Yeah. Very fine. Forward. Very fine. I'm under attack. Look at it go. What? Yeah. Forward. Not yet. With him and vigor.
Good man.
You have passed beyond the veil.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yes, indeed. A distant path. By my bones. All's well.
He saw me or something, or there is warded on the cliff.
Yes. On my round. What are you buying?
Oh no.
Out.
Shit. He's dead though. Fucker.
It's no small thing to be favored by the gods.
Fucking yes.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your
बंद
middle
कर
tower is under
बंद कर
attack.
यार बंद कर तू.
Set your clocks.
बड़े thank you.
All's well. On my round.
You have shut down Enigma enough.
What? Yeah. Yes.
Oh, we missed this
Yes,
first.
indeed. Very fine.
Oh no, oh, sad. That is a sad
Don't
bala.
think ill of me.
He came charging towards me and then his charge got cancelled. Sad.
Yes. Forward. With vim and vigor.
I will miss my reflection.
By my bow. Says die with me.
Can't go like that.
Very fine. With vim and vigor. I twist your back.
Despite knowing there's a 40 game, yes, that's why they avoided.
By my bones. Heads up. No pulse. Clack your bones. What? Yeah.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Yes.
Radiant's turret has been killed.
Yes.
I've got my ear.
Ground. On my round. Go. With vim and vigor. All's well. Hope. A twisted path. Very fine. Yes, indeed.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
She dead?
Here I
Radiant
come.
structures
Wait
are
for
fortified.
It. Wait for it.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
If she survived.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Let it go. Strong medicine. Hale and hearty. Forward. Whoa, look out. What? Yeah. He's about to pop.
I was trying to right click.
Yeah.
I think he'll survive like 100 HP. He's got mech. They will survive.
Twisted path. Dark extract. Oh, look at it go.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Oh wow.
Here I come. Malpractice makes perfect. Yes. By my bones. With vim and vigor. Very fine. On my round.
I could look at you all day.
All's well. Yes, indeed. Haste. Forward.
Oh shit. He got a glimpse of it. And I saw him tipping from mid. But he was showing under wall.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Both the items are good. This will make me rich. That will increase my fighting speed.
A twisted path. This won't hurt a bit.
We're still not taking towers, man. It's the biggest problem.
Yes. What? Yeah.
We got no pushing power.
Yes, indeed.
We are getting kills but not pushing. It's very hard. Okay. Withdrawal. Ah, fuck. I think, yeah, we kind of throw it. We just need to push the tower. It's almost a team wipe, only Penguin did not die.
Thought I would never get out of that waiting. All's well. Yes, indeed. Here I come.
बंद कर
All's well. Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
On my rounds. Yes. Ask not for whom the spell goes. With vim and vigor. What? Yeah. By
Tis
my
mine.
bones. Very fine. this. A twisted path. With vim and vigor.
The fuck?
What? Yeah.
How the fuck he knows exactly where I am?
On my rounds.
How is that?
Your top tower has fallen.
By my bones. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
My bond. Shit, my lucky bonds. Instant cancel black hole.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Very fine.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Dire structures are fortified.
By my bones. Forward. What? Yeah. Here I come.
I think Slack will find the ward.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I think does not give vision.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Very fine. Here
The
I
enemy's
come.
bottom barracks has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
By my bones.
Your top tower is under attack. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top tower has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. You now have mega creeps.
On my rounds. With vim and vigor. By my bones. Sick. He's mine. Forward. Very fine.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant victory.
Getting we can watch for versus TSM now.
Good try though. So where do we start from? We start from the
offlane tower.
Oh.
We can also start in front of the tower at 2 minutes, I guess. That's fine. We just need to be the same thing. Now I'm wondering what is faster. One more rapier or one moonshot? Like a third moonshot or rapiers? Okay, let's say at 2 minutes we stand just outside of the tower range.
Do you think getting like this or AC is even worth it?
I was running, but I don't think so. I mean, Deso maybe. What I didn't think about is we are gonna fight backdoor protection, right?
Yeah.
Right, at 2 minutes you're allowed to attack the tower, so you can hit at 2 minutes. Right, let's go.
You pressed glyph? You pressed it for me as well, I didn't press it. That is not looking good.
I feel like I might die to the fucking towers. Also, the double hit won't work in the base. I'm actually dying to the fucking towers. Yeah.
It's close, man. I forgot about the fucking glyphs. Oh my god. I was trying to like, swap in some items. Dude, I forgot about it. I thought we were just like DPS checking.
So what's the matchup?
Go Tiny against Lone Druid? Which one do you want?
I don't mind. I can do Tiny if you think Lone Druid will win. I feel like Tiny can win.
I also feel like Tiny can win. Like Tiny is like easier, like you only have 1 unit, you know?
Oh. Are you saying
like
the micro will hold you back? The microing the
I mean, the fucking courier for the refresher held me back last game, you know? You had to like press glyph and shit. So yeah, I feel like it's possible. I feel like AC cannot be that bad, you know? You just cannot.
Probably, yeah. So you're telling me you didn't use the glyph last round?
Only like once.
Like the T1, I mean.
The T1, I swear to God I didn't press it, I don't know. I mean, maybe I did, but I didn't remember pressing it. I feel like you pressed it automatically when you did, for some reason.
No, you just got first, that's why you pressed mine.
Oh, alright, I guess I pressed it then, I don't know.
Holy shit, you're doing like the next level strat. Your bears is gonna kill.
Yeah.
The glyph's automatic. Okay, I'm not gonna win this one. The tower just fucking... How did I think Tiny can win this?
I don't know.
Holy shit, I didn't even finish the tier 3 tower.
I mean, that was not... maybe I was cheating a little bit. I was supposed to start with my hero on top. I feel like it would not have mattered at all, right?
That would not have mattered.
Yeah.
Tiny is not what he used to be, like...
No, the attack speed just doesn't...
I could have 5 moonshots and I would still not have maximum attack speed, actually.
Yeah, the attack speed is too bad.
That was good. And that was a massive difference between Lone Druid and Tiny, guys.
It didn't have a chance.
It didn't have a
30
chance.
seconds.
We can see why Shopify is winning all of their Lone Druid matches.
I mean, it was next level that he separated his hero with his bear, because that saves him at least like 10 seconds of walking from the tier 1 to the tier 2. So that was like a cool next level thing that I
Just
never
3-3 stuff.
That's a classic.
Yeah, there are more of these videos. More teams have attempted this. And they're good.
Are we going to see them right now?
We're not going to see
them. It sounds like you're setting it up.
No, what I'm setting up is that Lone Druid was fast.
Not the fastest?
But was he the fastest? We're going to have to wait and see in episode 2. Stay tuned at some other point. I don't know when it's going to be played, but it's going to be good. Don't worry about it. What is also going to be good is our matchup today. Tundra TSM. Now, we already talked about the teams, of course, a little bit. But what will be better than us talking about it? It would be us talking about it while we are seeing a draft develop below us, around us. All of that will be happening after a break.
picture with no skeleton inside your hands. Got no home address, I come and go as you command. And it's fine with me, and it's fine. I'm a bandit that you use to keep from bleeding out. I'm the lover you don't love, but love to keep around. And it's fine with me, promise that it's fine. Maybe I'm a fool. It's not like I'm expecting something new. You need examination. I'll be your medication. Whatever, whenever, I'll never tell you no. I'm a picture on your shelf that some days makes you smile. Then I gather dust and watch you go about your life. And it's fine with me. I swear it's fine. I'd be offended if I still had any dignity. Instead of savoring the drink, it's slowly killing me. I said it's fine with me. Tell me that it's fine. I said you're fool, but I don't have the will to run from you. You need examination. I'll be your medication. Whatever, whenever, I'll never tell you no. Break me down. Break me down. Go ahead and break me down. Go ahead. You need examination. I'll be your medication.
Log is also playing Pops before most of the game. I played like 2 games. I was also waiting.
cameras have been incredibly rude.
Huh.
You told me you had a little bit of a sore throat, a little bit of colds, and I didn't even offer you one of my licorices, and licorice helps.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, can you give it to
Jenkins, stop pretending.
Jenkins. The camera's not on you, Jenkins.
Now you can start pretending. Wow. Why is there licorice in here?
Do you like licorice? You went for the yellow one?
Oh, I hate licorice. I'm sorry. Oh, you do?
Oh, well, why did you pick the yellow one then?
I don't know. It's going to be good. It's also licorice.
It's a gumball. Here you go.
I'm just not going to use it.
Cheever, which one do you recommend?
The outside is good.
I know what the salty one's going to taste like, so I'd probably
I love the fluffy, round, soft one. It's the little cylinder. It's not a circular thing. No, it's not.
It looks like a...
It's just a tube. Like just yeah, that one is great.
Honestly, the shell or the round stuff was good. I didn't get to the licorice, so it was all good.
Good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Great. If you missed our Taskmaster stuff earlier today, don't worry. It will probably appear somewhere on YouTube, but there will be more episodes. So you should definitely tune in every day, which you do anyway. That's why you're here. Good on you. We're also here because the draft is about to start for Tundra and TSM. Thank you, Jenkins.
Yum, yum, yum.
Did you take one for yourself?
No.
Why not?
No.
I hate those.
Good job.
All of them?
We're on the same page.
That was a good choice, Cheever. That one's good.
It was good, wasn't it? That was also the last one, unfortunately.
The salt's infused to the... It's good.
Doubt.
Rotten.
Doubt.
That's rotten.
All right, I want to hear you guys' honest opinion because we talked about Aramis being stand-in for Saxa, and yes, the series that we saw Tundra play with Aramis was against Nouns, which was, of course, one of the easier opponents for them that they faced in their group. And they're going up against TSM, which, based on the way teams got into this group stage, TSM should be the easiest opponent here. How do we expect Tundra with stand-in to do against TSM? Jenkins, you want to go first?
I actually don't think that TSM had like an easy road. I mean, the only team that they got straight up 2-0'd by was Gaming Gladiators, and that's the team that's just absolutely shellacked Liquid.
Yes.
So I don't know if that means that much. And then like tying every series. I mean, competitive Dota is just so close now. I feel like it's been that way for a few years where like all the tier 1 teams couldn't take games off of each other. So I think just the idea that nobody is TSM's kryptonite is really important for them. It's like, okay, we can beat everybody as long as we are on point, and obviously you're going to try to be on point when it comes to you know, game day.
Tundra Sports.
I prefer Tundra, like maybe percentage-wise 65-35 or 60-40, simply because I feel that they're a little similar with their offlaners, but the 3-3 does it better. And the way that Tundra played the mid-game is very crisp, whereas I feel like that's TSM's downfall, at least lately. Of course, now with BO3s, you have a bit more time to prepare and adapt mid-series, but it's also, for me, has a little to do with the first phase picks, with the Eng that I touched on earlier, which I feel like is probably going to come out here, and I'm just looking forward to see how TSM will respond in this first phase. Will they still get their hands on a Zoo hero? Will they not? And how do they go from there?
We're going to find out. Heard your thoughts before we start talking more in depth about what's happening on our screen?
Yeah, I also think TSM has some coordination issues in the mid game. Barrel's kind of an up and down performance at times, so I don't have as much faith in him as a mid player. But with that said, 9 has been struggling a little bit in the last 2 months as well, so could be a similar story here. But I agree with Kezu. I think Tundra has a bigger advantage here, and the 3-3 Doom. Not Zoo, but it is an aura builder, so that's his alternative basically, and it also doubles as a nice initiator, so I like their opening.
I'm a fan of them banning the Death Prophet. It was the one other opening that TSM have gone for, which worked out for them pretty well. I think it was yesterday. So they're going to go with the Doom first pick, which, well, it's a 3-3 special, one of his best heroes. And you can expect that TSM, if they don't get their hands on Lycan or DP, they're going to take Beast. And I would say that Tundra very likely feel that Doom should be good against Beast in a game. Maybe you see some deviation of the item builds, but mainly because you get and just eat the Ancient Creep later in the game, and you get like 400 gold for every Devour.
And also based on these bans that come up from TSM, Broodmother, Enchantress, like Tundra knew they were either getting Doom or Beastmaster. So they're definitely, I think, happy about either of those because they're definitely very confident in this offlane 33 Doom. Like we have seen him absolutely carry games, I think, more than other Dooms in this tournament have. He seems like he's the best Doom here, and you know, obviously his Beastmaster as well. So I guess what I'm saying is Tundra definitely prioritizes their 33 pick a little bit more. I think it matters a lot more for them. But you are right; it does matter for both teams. They're kind of mirrored in that way.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a consistent for them, even through the TI win. That 3-3 was like the early pick. But he is a little bit of a different offlaner. He really doesn't play any of those traditional, like a Centaur. Have you ever seen him play the hero?
Yeah, no.
He's really just a aura type stuff. Doom kind of fits that way with the current item build on top of that, so yeah, it just works.
Yeah, to me, when I think of 3-3, it's Zoo heroes, with the exception of like Tide and Doom. They're like the two other heroes where I feel like he really stands out. Tundra closed the phase with, for them, I like to call it a casual Marana. It's gonna do its job, probably very likely that Snaking is gonna play it. But what I always love to see in Tundra's drafts and how they play is their ability to play the map in the mid game. It's not so much about this hero versus this hero, but more like, I'm Doom, I wanna have a very open map, so we're gonna maybe have a Naga Siren, a Terrorblade, a Chaos Knight that is gonna push waves with the Moonlight Shadow. Eventually, everyone is top network, and we're gonna run around and pick you off, because they're the masters of not fighting 5-on-5 if they don't want to.
Dishonest. That's the phrase.
Dishonest Dota gameplay.
Let's take dishonest fights. Yeah.
But why would you ever want to take a fight that you know was going to be 50-50? That sounds stupid.
Bravado.
Well,
entertainment.
It does sound stupid. But until literally TI 11, that's what people were doing pretty much.
No.
Look, we have Aegis. Let's just take this 5v5.
I mean, the thing is,
but then you have an advantage. I would say that that's not 50-50. That is like you have the numbers advantage.
That's where Tundra is different from what you're saying, though. Is that Tundra won't even take a fight if they have a gold lead, if it's 50-50.
No,
they will still try to force you into a bad situation.
But if you have an Aegis, it's not just about a gold lead. If you gold lead, gold's gold.
Resource lead, okay.
But Aegis is like a whole extra hero.
But they want like a 5v4 with Aegis.
They want to, yeah.
That's like a 6v4.
They want to force you to TP somewhere first, and then fight elsewhere so that hero can't be there. And so that way they don't even need to outskill you.
Yeah.
You don't want a small advantage. You want like a moderate advantage. Because then it just ups your chances of winning the team fight and continuing to compound.
And the way that they can do that is that they're very good at staticking the game, and they're very good at cutting their losses. Where they don't turn like one death on Snaking when he's sitting and farming the safe lane like he does in every single game. They just let him die. They don't over-rotate to it or anything like that. And they're good at farming elsewhere on the map and responding to pressure with pressure. And yeah, we saw at TI. It can be a little bit dry, but it is the best way to win Dota in the current patch still.
They're just very good at... Dota is a lot about steps, where you need to push a lane first or get the map in a good position to then smoke, to then take the fight. They're never going to skip any of these steps, no matter how far ahead they are. They're just very good with their fundamentals. They always talk about it with AUI being their coach. That's one of the things that he preaches a lot and basically all the time. And I think for TSM, it is just very important that in this game and in this series that they can play the mid game. Make sure you have heroes that are going to push waves or allow you to go together, maybe with a Shadow Fiend in the next phase. We've seen it be good against Doom. It's good with the Beast. It would allow you eventually to also go together and rally around a hero.
Yeah, I love any like ranged right-click hero feels really good with Beastmaster. Like all of these heroes want a stun in front of them, and then the auras and the lifesteal, it means you don't need to get a super early Satanic, and you can still, with just a Vlad's aura, like turn around and win a right-click battle with any enemy carry.
They're taking a long time on this last ban.
Yeah, what are they trying to protect? Because the Naga CK just feels like, you know, Skeeter likes playing CK, they like playing Naga. Is there anything that overlaps other than the illusion aspect of what these two heroes would like to do? And therefore, can we figure out what they are wanting to have in this game?
They lane well into Beast, and they also do well in terms of the map positioning. That's why I feel like that third ban could have been Terrorblade, but that's obviously Tundra already took that out for them. So I would say it depends if they feel like there's another hero that fits this archetype. I can't really find it. I feel like they're the best ones. So it's either a lane dominator that they'll take out, or
an Abaddon?
Simple
Dragon Knight.
I mean, Abba kind of makes sense. It's a carry that they can play that would offset some disable type stuff. You can shield off the axes as well, so maybe makes the laning against him way less dangerous. You could just run a beast more.
I think this is a Dragon Knight, unless it's banned and I'm not seeing it.
It's not banned, so you're seeing it correct, sir.
They've played it a lot.
They have.
Just in their 1 and 2 position, so it's a staple for them. But obviously TSM's going to anticipate this.
I think it's pretty good against the TSM heroes, though.
It is very good. Their damage is like very low and slow, where DK is gonna just go in. You have the Marana follow-up arrow, so DK is definitely a hero that I would like. The only reason why you would maybe not pick it is because DK's not DK, Skeeter's hero pool is getting a little crumbled with some of these bans. So unless you're very comfortable to run it as a carry, you might be kind of forced to pick your carry here, because you've already lost the TB, you've lost the CK, you've lost the Naga. These are some of the most prominent picks against Beast.
I think they'll pick it as a carry with the Mirana in lane.
I would be super okay with that.
I feel like it does really well against the Beastmaster in lane too.
Well, they first pick up the Shadow Demon. Great combo with the Mirana arrow, of course, and great save from the Beastmaster.
Yeah, super good in terms of the saving department
And
against all these
yeah.
heroes. They also played it a couple times before in this tournament already. They, if I'm not mistaken, also in EU DPC, maybe it was Season 1, they were the first team to use it against Treant Protector, where you could use it both aggressively to take away the living armor, but also defensively with the shard to get your team out of the overgrowth. As I'm pretty sure someone misclicked a pause.
I saw that.
Really?
Okay, that's your replacement for the type of illusion heroes, which I'm okay with. They have played it once before. You have a decent laning stage with the Mirana, if that's going to be your combo. You have skeletons to push the way for you, so it's your poor man's illusion bro. And, well, he has a second life, and it's a Skeeter classic.
It's a Skeeter OG, I feel like, indeed.
It sure is.
It's pretty good against the supports. You're very much like a jump and burst one guy quickly, and both Rubik and Disruptor could be vulnerable there. So that part is kind of good if he gets glimpsed back. It's not the end of the world. You can re-engage again. It's very tanky, too. And it's another setup for arrow, so kind of transitions well, gives Mirana like a billion different ways to land arrows as the game continues.
Now this is a pretty out of meta pick.
It is.
So, okay, they go for the morph. I was thinking maybe anti-mage, but then into the SD, it's pretty bad. I mean, I suppose for the same reason, morph into SD, you're giving them pretty solid illusions, but it's a pretty good morph game otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun to play strength carries against Morphling typically because like your damage ratio to his armor does not go in your favor because your armor isn't naturally in a scales high. You have to buy armor items, so playing like ultra late game against a Morphling is not going to be fun for Wraith King.
It's a pretty damn good morph game. He can build Lincolns if he wants to against the Doom. He has the Beast who's going to feed him a lot of attack speed, auras, lifesteal. It's going to be very nice in the mid game. Like if you want to go hit some towers, if you want to go hit Roche, you have that going for yourself. So now they're just going to protect themselves with some bans as TSM still have last pick. So I would say pretty happy with this TSM draft so far. Both teams are kind of getting what they want in some of their staples.
No, they won't get their Huskar, that's for sure. Tundra does not want to get overall last Huskar against them. Could it tell us something about what they want to do here with their last pick? Because we also don't know yet what they want for their mid.
Yeah, it's smashed a lot of Ember Spirits so far this tournament, but I can't imagine playing Lone or Wraith King against it would be fun either. So
I could honestly see Tundra going for their Riki mid strategy here.
I kind of like that.
Good against Morphling. It's a hero that can like scout with the dart and catch the Beastmaster while he's trying to farm and be aggressive in your jungle. He's going to instantly kill both of these backline supports. It's good for you can jump out of the Disruptor Glimpse.
They don't have enough arrow setups yet either, so it could really help them there.
Nice call.
Well, that means the Ember is still in.
I mean, in terms of their bans, it speaks to me to more of a melee type hero for Tundra. I mean, typically at least Huskar kind of takes a huge dump on those heroes. Bad Rider also makes it annoying for those to be played. I would still like something that can semi-help against the potential Beastmaster threat that will come in later on. Let's see.
The DK is still available if they want to yoink that. It's a little bland, a little boring, but it works.
Just go like Timber mid then or something against 3 strength core.
That would be sick. Yeah, that would be good.
Maybe Kunka. I'm not seeing. So it's still just a DK.
I really like the idea of the Timber. I think Timber would be a pretty spot-on pick here for TSM. The question is, does Bryle feel like he wants to play Timber Saw today? Did he wake up and say, I'm going to play Timber?
It doesn't combo super well with Beastmaster, I guess, but it gives you plenty of damage and good solutions against the strength heroes.
Necrophos is terrible against SD, so you can't go for that strength hero solution.
Yeah, I don't like Necro. It's a bit slow.
They need something that does damage for sure.
Something that does damage. Deals with strength heroes.
Again, I feel like it's still a solid SF game with Beast Aura.
They could just go for Invoker and play around like mana draining the strength heroes rather than playing to actually kill them.
Sounds decent.
I'm okay with Invoker. The only problem is the SD. With how he's played lately with like Alacrity, Sodacrest, the SD Purge will take it away.
That's true. Yeah.
But if they want to go for similar drafts to before, it's Shadow Fiend. Something super spicy and also...
Viper.
Well, you were all wrong.
Yuck.
Yeah, but we got
just because
the
I hate
hero
the
is just useless.
we got
right
a
now.
nether toxin, which can be quite nice.
I mean, the hero doesn't do good, but and
I see a
TK,
lot of
sure
question
do
marks
good
on
thing.
my panelists right
Yes.
now on their faces. They're all not entirely sure if they like this.
Is he trying to
Or
win
not.
mid against the DK? Because I imagine you can out-harass him by quite a lot once you get enough mana, and then transition into
Those DK
being
just
kind of
sucks in this
tanky
meta,
front line.
yeah.
Like
By how
Beastmaster
much
was
is the,
good.
is the real
Sorry,
question,
not
though, like,
DK
is it
Viper.
worth,
Yeah, it's,
with the
Viper's
lane
really
dominance,
bad.
having a Viper on your team?
I think it's not enough. Like, if they wanted to go for a range type hero, I would have liked SF more, because I feel like it makes your mid game more robust. The idea behind the Viper Big is to own mid really hard, which you're going to win it, no doubt, but you're not dumpstering a DK mid. His regen is really high. He can just walk out of Nether Toxin. They have saves. So it's not really what I was looking for, because I still think Tundra will get to do what they want to do in the mid game, play the map, spread you around the map, and then you have a 280 movement speed Viper running around with his boots, sure, 300, and then your map might just become a little hard to play. So I prefer Tundra personally.
I do too. I think TSM has drafted themselves something really hard to play. I think, and this, you're playing against a TI winning team, and they've got the way easier to execute draft. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to fish for like chain stuns, and if TSM mis-execute, they're either going to get chain stunned or they're going to like half initiate until Tundra finally lands the hook that they want to like take a team fight. So I feel like Tundra is just going to play with their food.
This is the game where you pick this Viper mid against DK. You know it's good, but in order to make it really good and worth it as a last pick, I need to see the TSM supports go mid, minute 5, minute 6, because Viper alone, he's going to pressure him, but that's not enough. You need to kill him. Pressure the tower and do that. So if they do that, I can see them have a good time in the early game and going into the mid game, but if they don't, then I don't like it at all.
Well, you know what's a good thing in this match? TSM, every single game so far, bar Entity, game 1, they lost.
That's not good.
No, it's good because
they bounced
the
back.
majority of those games they bounced back. They didn't bounce back against, because Entity was the other way around. They didn't end up winning or like tying them. They didn't bounce back against Gaming Gladiators, but they're on another level anyway, so we don't count them. So they bounce back, and then if they play a third game, then they won it, because that's what they did yesterday in the tiebreakers. Can they continue on that trend and therefore go for a 1 and then with 2 wins in a row after that? Maybe they'll start with a win, maybe they'll prove my panel wrong, or maybe Tundra just runs away with this. We're finding out game 1 with ODPixel and Fo.
Thank you very much, Steve. And yes, Tundra versus TSM. And we're getting a mid-Viper fight. I feel like we haven't, at least I haven't seen one of those in a while in Pro Dota. But Brawl woke up today and he decided that this DK is going to have a bad time in lane. The question is, are they all going to have a bad time against the Viper in the overall look at the game, or is this Viper going to fall off?
I feel like Viper as a hero, just playing versus Tundra's playstyle feels difficult, right? Like the Tundra likes to split the map up, they like to farm, do things all over, regardless of what heroes they have, right? So a Viper having to be pulled all over the place, it feels like it could be a bit difficult, but I'm glad Kezu did mention something. The key thing that I was going to say is play with the supports. I think TSM's biggest highlight for me has been their early game rotations with these supports in order to set up Bryle for success. So I want to see that. I want to see him go for 9, get these kills, and he has to be set up for success to have an advantage, so that he can actually move around the map and maybe go for some, I don't know, maybe some crazy boots of travel, Atos build or something, so he can keep people in Nether Toxin. Because that's a bit of my fear is, can you keep people in the Nether Toxin? Can you keep this DK broken for you to be able to kill him?
I mean, that's definitely one of the pluses of the Viper this game, right? He is against, what, 3 melee heroes? So
yes.
These heroes, if somehow TSM are able to set up the fights, make the moves in a fashion where Braul's able to sort of sit back and just spit the poison, Tundra's cause could have a bit of a tricky time if this Viper gets out of control.
Yeah, definitely. Just let's see how this lane also goes, because I haven't really seen, I'll be totally honest with you, I haven't seen Viper since DK's gotten all these ridiculous buffs.
That's true.
So is he actually even gonna just slam him? I mean, probably. He's probably gonna do pretty good and push him out of lane decently, but let's see how Nine's able to withstand it.
Let's have a look.
I mean,
level 1 poison isn't the scariest, so
no.
You probably part 9 can kind of ignore it, still come in and get a good few denies against the Viper.
Honestly, DK can just trade with him. Like, he actually takes less damage than the Viper, and Viper has to use quite a bit of mana in order to make sure that he can keep that going.
And he's taking a lot of backshots
I mean,
from the
level 2
look at
poison
him,
attack,
he's
that's
taking
when
more
he gets to the
harassment.
point where
If
if you're a melee hero in the mid lane, you're probably going to be having a bad time.
I'm curious to see if he just like maybe just gets Nether Toxin it too also, and then you just go full commit into the aggressive build because you're going bottle, so you're gonna have tons of mana. I'm curious.
No, he's gonna take the correct.
Just gonna go defensive. I mean, then you can trade better in a way too, right? So
let's have a look. I think Nine's gonna be okay. I don't think this is gonna be. It isn't as bad as it was back in the day.
I'm inclined to. I think it definitely is going to get a little rough, but I think he's going to hold his own enough for it not to be such a significant margin.
I feel like Viper is such a
Looking at the other lanes, Kasani's playing his one of his top 2 heroes. He's liking the Beastmaster. He's super good on it. Whitemon is playing one of his best supports as this Disruptor.
People try to mime it with the
Tomato
but that's just useless.
is set up in a game where he's not playing versus any silence. Yes, there's some until Doom's online, of course, but there's no other like cheap, easy silencers. There's stuns, but they might be at the kill on 33.
Oh, he's gonna need one more hit. I mean, with a Thunder Strike, that'll do it.
Nicely done.
Some good aggression here from Tomato and Whitemon on the safe lane duo. And overall as well, what do you sort of make of Tundra bringing back the Skeeter Wraith King for this game? What do you think they saw here that made them want to play this style of carry?
That's another one that I was a bit curious to see why they did do it. I mean, versus the Beastmaster, it can go both ways. Really. So honestly, I wasn't too sure. I think it's just like Skeeter really likes to play this hero. They wanted extra type of setup for their stun combos, because now they do have a good amount of ways to set up for this Piranha for snaking. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a curious one for me.
He's got 18 regen and a tower.
We'll see how things kind of step up in the mid now that the level 3's been hit.
Yeah.
On the Viper, and you've got those 2 points of poison attack. Because so far, it's
fine.
They're drawing. The lane is pretty much dead even. 11 and 5, 10 and 3, 9. He doesn't care at all. This is the point now where Viper's got to get that edge. Otherwise, it feels like, what are you kind of picking the Viper for?
Yeah, I mean, he'll have the Nether Toxin in mid game anyway, right? But still, yeah, you want to be able to. You need to have a good laning advantage as a Viper when you pick it. But 9, I mean, yeah, 9. He's just gonna not even go like obviously no bottle, nothing. He's gonna go straight treads. I've seen him do this, and I've seen him beat the counter matchups, the Timber Saws, and stuff like that before. 9 is just very, honestly, he's the best, this is such a weird thing to say, he's the best DK mid player in the world at the moment. He's very good at being able to scale and keep himself going.
Okay,
now Brian will hit 4, so he does have Nether Toxin. 9 has to give some respect to it.
Yeah, and you were saying what the start, I believe the panel was as well, that they want to see some sort of early support rotation to try and push for that kill.
Definitely. You want to make sure that Bryle has this type of gold advantage, gold lead, so he can actually play the Viper properly instead of just having the, win lane, lose game kind of thing that happens sometimes is 9.
9 is almost okay.
He's just starting to get a bit bullied.
Yeah, now it's getting harder for him.
Might have to bring
level 4 is the point where the matchup gets very hard to pick versus Viper. But he's got bound. He's got
back down bottom.
He's got the bottom.
Yes, for Tomato so far 16 and 6 against 33's 15 and 4. Both cores getting an even amount out of the lane. Tomato's going to try and go for the kill on Aramis.
Nice body block.
Verifier is there. Glimpses up though. Whitemon drags Aramis back to his death. Another kill here for the safe lane too of TSM. Tomato and Whitemon.
Very nice play there from Tomato. Beautiful waveform. I mean, he just catches Aramis off guard, blocks him in the route. He was trading the whole time too. They want to go. I mean, they want to try to pressure 33, but he's got the Ring of Health already, so they can't quite do so. And 9, he actually just puts the third point in passive.
Like I need to practice Doom offlane. Because Doom is
armor,
getting very good.
Insane regen.
You get free armor, and then once you get the ring, you don't feel like pressuring the hero at all.
So he's keeping the wave, so it's going to push onto his favor, onto his hill. So then he's not even effectively playing in the Viper matchup, right? So he's just going to have these creeps constantly coming into him. He's going to even do like a half pull. So he's playing like, playing it pretty smart here.
Does this not sort of give the potential for Brawl to like play an aggressive under the tower, or is 9 just not scared because he knows that if he does start getting gone on, he's going to die slow enough the backup can come in?
Exactly. I think he can just call for help, and then you're a Viper, super slow hero diving past the tower, a DK stun into an arrow, a Shadow Demon disruption into a stun. You can't just die.
Bottom lane, a bit of revenge from Tundra. They will manage to punish Whitemon. Looking at things up on the top lane, Kasani, complete free farm at the moment. Getting some good pressure in onto Skeeter as well. Keeping him held pretty low.
They're very good at playing these heroes, these nukers who just spam and set it up. Power Rune, it looks like they're not actually going to set up for the 6-minute Power Rune here to help out Bryle, so Bit rare to see this. Usually TSM, honestly, almost every game I've seen from them personally, they check this rune. They always are looking to help Ryle.
Top lane.
Kastani.
A bit of an attempt on towards Kastani. They get the Ray Fire Blast off. Kastani turns, gets another round of the axes off.
Oh,
getting pretty low here under the tower, but he should be fine. Kastani will live. And Snake King get taken down by Ari.
The most pathetic right click I've ever seen from the Marathi. I thought he was going to die, but just lives one fraction of HP.
They're going to bring Whitemon over to the mid now. I mean, is this just for some sort of... I mean, can they really set up like this, or is 9 going to be fully aware?
He seems very aware of it. And 9, this is the one thing that he does... Oh, Kastani, he's staying around pretty low.
I mean, they want to try and make another go on Skeeter, but the stick charges are there. A bit of an ambitious move from TSM. It's going to cost Ari his life. They tried to just get another round of spells off onto Skeeter, but Skeeter's perfectly fine.
And Snaking, he brought... I mean, he's got still regen up there, so he's feeding the tangos over. Skeeter, though, the X-Stacks. Oh, my goodness. Be careful. At 9, I mean, he held his own on his own, completely by himself. 36-9 to 30-8. So he has done excellent in that matchup. Wait,
oh, no, Skeeter. Too greedy.
He got axed.
Get back up.
And,
oh my God.
All right, well, yes. I mean, he was sitting very low.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he got sniped.
It was kind of the inevitable. You hang around like that, you're going to get another set of axes thrown at you. And that's exactly what happened.
Oof. Thought he was going to back away, but he stuck around. Bottom.
They gave up now.
See Tomato. Try and use the power of the Doom against him.
The magic one.
Whitemon will be able to dodge that last bit of poison. Tomato looking for the turnaround, and he'll get it. Takes out Aramis.
Tomato.
What?
Oh, the meteor hammer.
The hammer, but the shift is already there. So Tomato will manage to walk this
the
one.
meteor hammer, dude.
Nice fancy play there, Tomato.
Oh, he wants to use the Devour. No!
There's nothing to eat.
That was fancy. I love when I watch these Morphling players that are super good. Like, uses the Doom's abilities, even the Centaur War Stomp to come into play there. Love to see it. And yeah, we do see, of course, that Meteor Hammer build. We saw him farming with it before as well. Cool stuff.
Top tower is under attack.
I mean, I think the biggest deal out of everything is, though, that 9 is crushing mid. He's now 600 gold ahead. And this is what he does when he plays the DK. He goes Midas. Most of these other DKs, they just rush the blink. 9, he's a scaling DK.
No, I mean, this is the correct build, honestly.
I mean, you always like Midas.
I'm with 9 on this one.
No, I agree.
Dragon Knight just does so much with the levels. You know, if you're able to get a quick timing on like hitting that level 18, it is fantastic. So Midas into blink. Correct stuff here from 9.
Up top.
Okay.
Snaking.
I mean, they're smoking up. You know, they want to try and get something done here. Down bottom, 33 finds the Doom opportunity. And he's able to do that pretty much against 3 heroes.
And he's going to take it out.
And he's away.
Oh,
so Bryle and Whitemon, they came down to try and make a play happen with Tomato. They end up losing Tomato. And meanwhile, up top, 9, he's also been able to take down Kastani. TSM, they lose both cores at the bottom and top of the map.
Uh-oh. This is the big concern. I mean, when you pick Viper, don't win your lane. Everyone's free farming. Doom is even pressuring and forcing rotations.
I mean, that's what it's meant to be. Win lane, lose game. What happens if you lose lane?
Then you lose game.
Oh, it's the same
even faster.
Oh, no.
I mean, you can see he wants to do the boots of travel build. He wants to be able to move all over, but he's very behind already at this point. 41 last hits. 9 has 49 with a Midas.
I mean, look at it. One is like this weird
I think the next
poison
patch
thing,
Viper is
and the other
gonna
one's
get
a dragon.
buffed with the movement
You know, I know which one I'd rather have on my team.
Like, Viper really needs some buff.
Amazing start really for the side of Tundra.
Even in the offlane,
they also,
it
they sniped the courier, I think, from Tomato as well.
You
too.
just get killed by the offlane
got that courier sniped even more gold. Mid,
they're going to get the setup.
No.
They have the damage. 3 of them going in on this. They've got the Dragon Tail as well. They're focusing. Bra will be able to get the ult off. But he goes down. We'll see if 9's able to walk this one off. He's got the backup of 33 coming in. They can go for more in Tundra. They take down Whitemon. Starting to build a bit of a lead now.
Oh,
Tundra.
and he finds a regen. Oh my god, it couldn't be worse. Well, yeah, 9. The master of the DK in the mid lane, even versus the Vipers, the Timbers, etc. Like I was saying before, he knows these matchups. And they didn't rotate early. That's the big thing. These supports, they did not make the move early to help him out on the side of TSM. Not until too late, at least for the laning aspect.
I can only imagine that maybe that was, they sort of fell foul to the idea of, you know, we've got a Viper, so he doesn't need those rotations because he's going to be able to get that win in the lane anyway. But unfortunately for TSM, that didn't happen in that mid area.
No. Really smart way that 9 honestly played that lane, where he's pulling the creep waves, tanking it a bunch too. 3 points in passive. Just too tanky. Konkani, he's going to have to do quite a bit of work here in the mid game to make the space, because Tomato, unless Tomato looks to just get involved early with like Morph and stuff like that, which is just very unlikely, they've got a lot of things that they have to make happen to get this space going. The Disruptor, the Rubik, and this Beastmaster. Bryo will soon have Boots of Travel, so at the least also with the bots, he can join in the fray. He can be on one side of the map and TP to the Beastmaster creep and try to help out and stuff like that, but Tundra with a very, very effective laning phase.
33 already top net worth. Mr. Pre-Midas Midas is going to run away with us soon.
He is super far up.
Yeah, he should be pretty dead here. In the Static Storm, the poison, the everything. There's no chance for 9 in that situation.
But he got the Midas off.
Hey, that's true. And at the same time, Tundra, they're looking to try and use the Moonlight to get the jump in on the mid, in which they will find Ari.
Easy kill. Way too much damage. Aramis having some nice rotations. These disruptions, these arrow setups, definitely working out. Even walking in and taking the triangle here of the side of TSM.
Yeah, we're going to be getting a Blink Dagger online for Skeeter as well. He's going to go armlet into Blink.
I like it. Very aggressive. Yep.
In the face. Set up for the arrow.
So much chain stun potential to just bring down even something like a Morphling. It's going to take him time to be able to finish up this Linken's.
Oh, look at this.
He's invisible. Oh, this is going to catch Tomato off guard.
He's not going to expect this at all, but indeed.
He saw the Shadow Demon, I guess.
Yeah, he saw something. Tomato, he sensed that they were looking for him like that, and despite 33 having the invis, 33 not able to catch him with the Doom before the strength starts building up. They're still trying to push on for it, but they're not getting this kill on the Morph anymore. Tomato's fine, and Aramis, he's the one taken out. I mean, did you see the Shadow Demon there, you reckon, folks?
I think Aramis showed. I think he went a little bit too early.
Maybe we'll be able to get that on the replay.
Oh no.
Have a look what went wrong there, because that seemed like a surefire kill, right? I mean, an invis Doom on top of you, you're not going to prepare for that.
No, he showed himself, so Tomato's like, wait, something's up. Something's going on, just in case he does go for it as, yeah. That's big for Tomato. That gives him, I mean, close to having the Linken's finished at the least to protect himself versus these single target abilities.
That's huge. I will see it. Hey, here we go, folks. Check it out.
I mean, yeah, he showed. He walked in, so yeah, that was about it. Aramis just not hiding himself to allow 33 to get that Doom off first, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess obviously with his position, he was only kind of seen because Tomato waveformed forward.
Yeah, so maybe that just caught him off guard.
He just wasn't prepared for, Tomato to be using the waveform as he was farming. And yeah, that's what Tomato saved his life.
He's got backup of Aramis.
I mean, Tundra, I think they're happy to try and fight this.
Sure are.
I mean, Bryo, he's going to get burned down by 9. Wait, there was a Morphling in there?
There was a Morphling there.
Oh, no. Wait. I mean, he got more than he bargained for there, Tomato. He turns up and he gets burnt to a crisp.
I want to see the replay of that.
He literally, did he actually just die? Oh, no.
I didn't even see him. He just disappeared.
Oh, no.
That was the easiest double kill of 9's life. He just took down the mid and the carry in one click.
That... Well, I mean, he didn't die bottom, but now he dies anyway, so it's kind of like he died to the Doom.
That's true, yeah. He dodged the Doom, but he didn't dodge that.
Oh, boy.
That's unfortunate there for Tomato.
Tundra looking for more. Great positioning from Aramis. That's why they wanted this Shadow Demon, too. On top of it, having a lot of benefits with their combos, just the saves, the potential versus like the Beastmaster and single target spells. It's great. Protects 9 long enough for him to get away. And 9, he has Blink, so Tomato, he is at risk of dying here for a second. They do see 9 perfectly with the ward, of course, and his Linken is going to be coming out.
He's going to stay very hidden in the trees.
And he's taking the courier through the tree route. I like this. Being as careful as possible.
Yeah, needs to make this delivery happen.
Yep.
Otherwise, the map continues to be very scary for him. And there it is, successfully out. The Linken's fit.
I think 33 is going to go for the talent. Like,
Hawk to scout. 33 will see it though.
So
he knows to see him. And 33's just gone super greedy. Midas after the meteor, Boots of Travel. You know they want to farm.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Pressure being a place top. Snaking, he's gonna come deal with it. Maybe try to arrow creep, but he's seen. Can't even throw the arrow out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Can maybe just keep pushing though. TSM.
Radiant structure.
Opportunity for them to potentially get a tier 2 early here.
Yeah, I mean with a good vision set up at the Hawk, they know it's unlikely that Tundra can set anything up here on the defensive.
Skeeter, he changed the build by the way, so he's just gonna go for the Deso. Go for the damage, go for the Roche.
Dire's top tower.
Rather than having that blink, he feels like they have enough setup, especially with 9 going for the blink himself. TSM still farming decently. Of course, they have these great cores, this Beastmaster morphing. It's just, I'm just really worried for Bryle. You know, 1 and 2 and 1. And as a Viper, it's never a position that you want to be in with what you're up against here.
In the mid.
Auto.
He's not expecting this at all. This time, a successful sneak up under the cover of the invis for the 3 of them.
He had the scan on the lower right, but it's casting illusions. So he's like, oh yeah, I got a moment here. No sentry being placed.
Smoothly done there by Tundra as well, able to work around the Lincoln Sphere.
And, I mean, they're moving quick. They're looking to set up on bottom, perhaps.
Get the jump in from 9. Doesn't look like they want to follow up with anything else for now.
I think that they were maybe asking 33 if he had TP up, right? His Boots of Travel were still on cooldown. And
TSM are looking for 33.
Maybe they can get... I mean, the 2 supports need some help, though.
Yeah. They're going to try it with the 2 of them.
The Viper is not close enough.
I mean, very ambitious attempt there by Ari and Whitemon. Now the backup comes in from Bra, but Tundra, they've also got backup for this.
Oh, and he's doomed now.
I mean, Snake King's able to leap to the side. They've taken out Ari. Further backup arriving here from Tundra.
Oh my god.
As they'll just surround the Viper.
Disaster.
33 will die.
Oh shit.
But it's going to cost them 3 of the guys, and maybe even
otherwise you do
He's also going to get chased down. He turns with the Roar, but the Dragon Tail stun was already there. They lose 4 heroes off the back of that play fogged.
Oh no. It's such forced aggression. Trying to I mean, they were I guess they were calling for him to TP on something else, but the creep wave dies. So he actually... Wait, let me see the Hawk here. Was he like... I guess he just didn't want to TP onto it, so... I mean, whatever. He TPs to Outpost. He comes way too late. The 2 supports just over-aggressive.
I think he misclick on the...
oh, no. TSM.
I mean, these sort of moves hurt big time. Losing 4 heroes like that, the lead's only going to grow for Tundra. Now up to a 6k gold advantage.
I mean, the Tundra greed incredibly going to pay off this game. The Midases, the double of them, already kicking in massively. They're just constantly looking for these plays. It is under vision again. Will they be able to prepare for it this time?
Here, with the hammer, then save and Midas.
Snaking.
Damn, this drone player is so dead.
Nice try, Bryle. Hey, 9 has a full BKB, Owen. He is 3,000 ahead of the Viper.
It certainly feels that so far the Viper plan has not worked out for TSM.
No, definitely not. And they got to be careful how over-aggressive they are with these type of TPs. I mean, yeah, you just see it right there. He's just chilling. He's farming. This DK. And now with BKB, he's got all the solutions, really, versus this Viper. Versus the mostly magic damage draft until Tomato's online. He's going to be pretty invulnerable. I believe what? This 30... is that... 33 also has his BKB already. Good God. TSM?
They're holding this area around the pit. I don't think Tundra's going to be afraid to fight. He's just ganking. He's going to get caught off at the start of the fight. They'll actually drop the Static Storm here. It will get them the kill, but that's the Static Storm down.
It's like they need to force the Roshan on TSM, or they're just heavily on the back foot this game.
I mean, will Tundra sort of let them get away with this?
I think with that kill, they might actually just give it up and maybe play to farm. Let's see. I think walking into this Beastmaster with the Helm of the Overlord at the moment might just be a bit too scary.
Storm, though. They can fight.
So a good move there from TSM.
Yeah, this is big from them. They need whatever they can get right now. They're down 8k. Securing Roche and Tomato. Grabbing the Aegis.
This guy's BKB.
Has to be careful not to play too recklessly.
They're going to try and get some action out of this down bottom as well. They weren't quite able to stop him from getting the blink off. They got the grab of telekinesis, but not quite able to get any damage instances off onto 9.
I mean, they have to be careful.
Tomato has to be careful not to play too over-aggressive. Sometimes when people, you get your Lincolns, you've got this Aegis, you play a little overconfident and get picked off on the opposite side of the map from your team. So I want to see them play around him. Yeah, massively getting out-farmed.
Yeah, extremely rich across the 3 cores of Tundra, and obviously on that Doom 33, leading the charge. We'll get a smoke off from TSM. I want to try and set something up with the Raw.
Got to keep the ball rolling. You can't just let Tundra sit back with these Midases. Even if you have a Morphling. They're going to multi-scale, and you with the Viper, you are...
It's all on the Morph, right?
It turns into these 4 Protect 1s versus a Doom. So you got to make these early moves to set him up for success. 33. He's going to be able to just disengage. And they might actually turn and fight.
I mean, I think Tundra could.
Kasani, they're on him.
They're going to be able to get in on the Beastmaster. The follow-up stun's there from 9. It's so much stun. I mean, Kasani will get the roar off, but he's taken incredible amounts of damage beforehand. 9. He's going to look to chase him out. They've been able to finish off Ari. They get the setup with the disruption. They'll surround the Beastmaster. He'll die as well.
Which talent did
they weren't prepared for Tundra to sort of just come looking for that fight and catching them from the back lines there, getting straight in on top of the Beastmaster to start the move.
There's a reason that people dread playing versus Tundra's Marana. The way that Snaking's able to make it work, he's very sacrificial with his positioning, not with his greed and farm, but he's 4 and 6. So 6 of these kills, it's been this guy, and he's just Moonlight Shadowing, and they're getting the wraparounds, they're getting the setups over and over again, and they're just getting away with greed and farm.
And we see with Braul's build, he's going to try and get the Aghanims online. Do you think they're going to care about this too much? I mean, how much impact does the Aghanims have?
I mean, he has it done, if I'm not mistaken, because he can do the disassemble play with the Dragonlance. So
yeah, he's just about, what, 100 gold off?
I mean, it's cool, but they already are so tanky. They got BKBs. They have things to kind of answer it already at this point. If he had gotten it, I mean, if he's having a better game and he gets it 4 or 5 minutes, yeah, like 4 minutes ago or something, then it can feel a lot better. But it's just the nature of Viper. The hero, he's one of the few that hasn't really changed throughout all history of Dota. You have to have this early advantage. It's very tough to recover in a lot of these games, but let's see. Maybe he can make some magic happen.
Oh, yeah. How long's the disarm? It's what, a 4-second disarm.
Okay, let's see. I think they need to smoke here.
They just have so much damage at this point now. And thing about the Shadow Demon too, I actually really wanted to highlight Aramis with the skill build. It's, I mean, maybe a bit standard, but maxing Disseminate, you just do, everyone does so much damage. Everyone's just able to just blast these heroes. A lot easier focus fire these tankier cores like something like the Viper. Said like 3 times there.
Let's see if they're prepared for this TSM. They'll smoke up themselves.
Tundra?
I don't think TSM expects Tundra to be coming from this angle.
They're pinging them. So
yeah, Tundra's right behind TSM.
Tomato. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the Aegis.
They don't want to jump the morph. They have been scanned out. TSM, they'll check the high ground with the scan. They know that Tundra's up here.
Immediately, Tundra just is like, okay, whatever. We don't catch you. We're back to doing our farming thing. And Doom now, he can devour Ancients, but oh, he actually doesn't have it up. So this time with the Overload creep, we've seen the answers, multiple different ones. Doom, Night Stalkers, Enchantresses to deal with it. Snaking.
He tried, man. He's still.
So Kasani, he has to be careful with his micro, with this this Ancient Creeper. It's just going to be 33 eating it over and over again. Farm, farm, farm. For the side of Tundra. TSM, we see Kasani going back for the pipe, trying to just get any type of tank and ways to protect his Morphling and his Viper. And Tomato is still at least matching the farm of the Wraith King. It's just the high concerns of if he's going to be able to carry it by himself when the Viper starts to really fall off.
It's going to be difficult. Trying to get the Silver Edge online here, Tomato, after his Lincolns.
Okay.
And wants to be able to sneak in, burst someone down. That's 9. Full halberd now.
Love it. So good versus these ranged carries. Great versus the Lincolns. He has his own break now to be able to break it and stun immediately. And Aegis, it's going to get reclaimed in 2 seconds. Can he get a solo kill here?
It's time.
33
is
ready. Oh my god.
I think Tomato did see him.
Yeah, he saw the
I think
wall.
so too.
He's not going to try and take down Snaking.
He just morph into Mirana and then kill.
Good read from 33 to know that Tomato's potentially setting something up. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he knows how appealing Snaking looks out on his own on this lane.
Snaking is quite good at going for these bait plays and just tanking deaths. He's half of his team's deaths, and Tomato.
He's still hanging around in this area, Tomato. Wants to maybe go for another wave. But Tundra, they are under the cover of the Moonlight Shadow. They're around. See who shows.
Who's going to find who here?
It's just Brawl for now, but Brawl has got backup. They're going to open up with the Doom straight down onto Brawl, but the Static Storm's there from Whitemon. Further TP's coming in 9. He's going to try and get in from the side. He'll go on to Whitemon first. Jumps in with the Dragon Tail. They'll take the Disruptor down low, but not quite enough to kill him. Whitemon.
Nice roar.
He'll live. And now maybe TSM, they can look for more out of this. They're going to start chasing towards 9-9.
Yeah,
We'll put
they
the
are poking
BKB. He's
very
going to go
hard.
for the TP out. They haven't got anything to stop him through that BKB TP, so 9 will escape.
Great moves.
But they get the setup here, potentially for more. Aramis tries to protect himself. Oh, I believe that was a stolen disruption, in fact, from Ari there to buy time for the rest of the team to connect. And yeah, overall, this time around, it was TSM with the bait. They draw the attention from Tundra up towards that area of the map where they've still got that tier 1 tower standing. Now, of course, gives them the ability to turn up in the numbers and take 2 kills away from Tundra.
Those are such important ones for them to get now at this point too. It was like a bait play from one side, then it's like, oh, we actually brought the numbers. We're the ones baiting you. Nice stuff. Great roar set up onto the Doom right after BKB.
Yeah, really nicely done. Full Silver Edge now for Tomato. He's got his item complete.
Cool. Keep splitting it up. Split up the map. Catch them when they're reacting to the split push. They've dropped that gold lead significantly in these last few moments.
I mean, they really want to go for Tomato. 9. He's in.
Oh,
and
wow.
he's found the perfect
Nice.
opening. Gets in perfectly, takes the Lincolns off him. Follows up with a Dragon Tail. I see Braille trying to get a kill in return, but backup comes in for 9, and Braille extremely dead here to a few right clicks from Skeeter.
Damn, man. Yeah,
the kills that they got top completely get negated. Tundra respawning with all these Midases, get all this farm going. 9 now, he's level 18. So timing for his time to go for that Aghanims, get that scaling going. The usual build that we see Tundra go for. TSM.
I mean, the 2 supports are up here, but I don't think they can do too much about 33.
They definitely need one of those big damage dealers.
Yeah, 33 is going to get out of this area anyway. Knows with the tower still up, high chance that one of these cores on respawn will TP up there. Looking to back up the 2 supports and go for a move.
Kasani's trying to do whatever he can in order to help out his buddies. His itemization, pipe into Mac, going Greaves. Just anything he can do to try to help out his Morphling here. Anytime the Tundra gets like 1 or 2 of these core kills, it's like a 4K gold swing. While on the other side, TSM only gets like a slight gold swing. Whitemon, surrounded. Giving it to 9. Actually, Aramis gets the last hit there. And Kasani is under vision.
I mean, they need to get out of this top area of the map. Tundra.
They're on him.
Straight for TSM up here, and indeed 33 lays down the Doom. Kasani will get caught.
Can Ari get away? I mean, Ari has no TP. Is he gonna have to like blink into the enemy base or something to get a TP? Because he's in no man's land.
Well, he'll be able to nuke through one more creep wave, but indeed he's just gonna hide around in the trees. So yeah, he'll be stuck up here for a little while. Maybe he can just look to cut another creep wave.
Yeah, I guess so. And his courier's gonna have to take some. Maybe it's just gonna go for a total adventure. We'll have to see. Yeah, Ari, he has a shard and a TP, and the courier is gonna try to meet him. But this is a very funny route for the courier to take. He's actually gonna be able to get away. But in the meantime, Tundra,
taking the second
with
rush.
any of these core kills, they also can just easily set up for a roasted Skeeter, who almost has AC finished on top of everything, though, too.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Did he buy the
massive.
shot?
Sure is.
Tomato, he's doing his best job at keeping up, but a lot of weight on Tomato's shoulders this game.
And a lot of there's so many ways to break the Lincolns, catch him, chain stun him and stuff like that. And the Doom, whenever it's up, he can just throw it onto him also. This is game on hard mode for Tomato.
I feel like whenever you play against Doom, you need to get multiple codes.
Actually get to see it. Did they gave the shard
Multiple
to
codes that
Aramis,
do
I
a lot
believe,
of
right?
damage.
Sorry about that. I was actually looking elsewhere. Yeah, they did. Okay.
If one guy gets Doom, the other 2 needs to do a lot of damage, or even the supports. Like in this case, they got a first pick Doom, and their lineup is like they did not address this Doom properly because they need to get multiple cores and do a lot of damage. Like Viper is very useless
all of them
right
just
now.
feel because it's just so far behind that
This
he's
guy
getting
is
his
also
farm
useless.
that they don't feel like they're going to be as
not doing
impactful.
any damage in the team fight. He's more like an aura guy.
Full Octarine on 30.
Tomorrow is the only guy who's doing damage, and he just gets
fantastic
Doom.
timings here, 30 minutes in.
Who is doing
Very,
damage
very
in the
stacked on the
team
Doom.
Plus they got all the auras. That side.
And at least Ruby gets to be
feel like-
attacked.
He does.
I feel like
And he
they
has
did not
shard, so he
address
gets
the
the
Doom
fireball, too.
properly.
There we go. And Tomato get some damage done to the base here.
Tomato?
They will get the jump on him.
Oh, it did not.
So 9 will be glimpsed out of it. We'll see if the rest of Tundra can chase TSM out
Yes,
of
he
it.
did not.
Tomato has to bail immediately. He's so scared. 4 seconds till his Lincoln's back up. Skitter's jumping.
Straight in onto Kasani. See Konkani turn and be able to get the roar off. But the
It's not gonna
disruption's
save him,
there.
he's dead.
There's no escape for the Beastmaster.
They're
Whiteman's
looking
going to do his
for
best to
this
hide in the
disruption.
trees. They're going to come looking for him.
They're finding Tomato, though.
Yeah, they're going to go for the bigger kill. 9 continues to chase. He's going to go for the waveform TP. He is out.
Oh, shit.
Holy moly, that was close.
I mean, again, they're just having to run away from Tundra. Tundra just
Nice,
building this
dropping his
lead.
Midas.
And TSM, I mean, desperately struggling to just find some sort of space for Tomato to safely get his items out.
But the story still stands. No matter what, will Tomato be able to do it? Because if he just gets doomed, then that 4 Protect 1, it's all for naught. Ari just going to get walked down from 33. A gold injection for him.
I mean, it is such a hard game for Tomato.
Really is.
And that's the thing as well. Not only is it just a doom, it's also against what just a lot of setup, right?
Yes.
You look at Tundra's lineup, it's not like it's only the doom that he has to be concerned about getting the jump on him. Pretty much, yeah, every hero having some sort of spell or stun or disable that's going to be thrown the way of the Morphling. And he's got to have so much in mind when he turns up to the fight, even when he does have his items.
Yeah, because then also it's like, let's say there's no Lincolns, they don't have any, like even the Shadow Demon just disrupting him, the illusions, there is so many different things that he has to be careful of.
Wait, Tomato is dead.
Tundra's got a
Oh,
jam.
no.
Got eyes on him.
Farewell. 33 buys boots of travel too.
Oh, shit.
So he can join every single time too. The game is
I think the game is over.
pretty damn hard, pretty damn impossible for
I think it
Tomato.
might be too much for Tomato, this one. This is
Oh,
a
no.
tough spot to play from. You're down 17k as a team.
He's looking for the grip.
And there's only so much the
Plus
Viper and
250
Beastmaster
and
can
then
contribute
250.
from
So it's
behind.
like it's a very good
Versus a
minus.
triple scaling core. The Doom, who's always going to address these 4 Protect 1s. Yeah, it's starting to get limited of what they can actually do on the map. It's like you want to split push, Tundra will take that in a heartbeat.
I mean, and yeah, when it comes to the defense as well, Tundra's heroes, they're not going to be scared
Why
to dive
boys
into the base.
don't?
Bottom lane,
Yeah.
33.
He's just solo killing.
There's the backup of Konkani.
Oh, he does get the BKB off.
Oh my god.
He does now,
he's
but it's
dead.
too late. All
Okay,
right.
there we go.
A nice little kill there for TSM,
800
but of course
and
over in the mid,
600,
they
but
are
they're
losing
losing
the
their
barracks.
I bet 33 is like, why the hell's he here? Why is he not in the base?
Yeah.
Gets punished for his greed. How much gold was that at least too? 869, all right, with 576 split. Take it.
Is under attack.
And now Bryle's actually the top net worth of his team.
All right. Comeback time there for Bryle.
Come back on a Viper.
Oh, he's got Manta.
He's got a lot of money as well. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to change it up.
He's got
Is he doing
Manta
the
now.
Bloodstone build?
He's gonna
Why
go
is
for
he
the Bloodstone
going
build.
Okay.
Bloodstone?
So the
Damn.
Obviously, it's kind
one
of
that
like,
people theory crafted.
and we have seen it. It's just not been that great.
No.
Okay, Mirana
Get another
is dead.
snag though. And did they get the gem?
Another
I think
injection
he
of
passed it
gold?
away.
No, they might throw it.
Where did he end up actually putting it?
Oh my god, the Viper, the Dragon Knight.
I don't see it.
Ruby
It's at the base,
Dragon
okay.
Knight.
I was like clicking. I guess he just dropped it off a courier at base. I was gonna say that could be a very nice kill actually for TSM if they get a gem, but
Yeah, I mean, I do like this at least with TSM. You know, during this little bit of a window where they've taken out 2 heroes, they immediately try and get as active as they can. Get into the jungle of Tundra, try and, you know, set up some vision, establish some sort of presence on the map.
they're doing good stuff for what they're with the position that they're put in, right? Like it's a very tough game because of everything that's happened to the Viper, but they're still making honestly like a pretty good moves. It's just yeah, Tundra, they're not really too fussed about it. Like 33 dying hurts in the gold injection, but they got the racks as you were mentioning, and they're still getting this insane scaling. Let's see what the Bloodstone's going to be able to do. Also a Scotty now, so Tomato also hitting a timing with that Bloodstone of his buddy. Can they get a successful fight?
They find a pick off on the Viper.
I mean, Tundra. I mean, yeah, 33's going for more.
Roar.
Okay.
But it's a roar to run.
Yeah, roar to run.
And 9.
Yeah. This guy's dead.
He's in
so
again.
dead.
Dragon Tail stun onto Konkani.
I mean, that's a Scepter Dragon.
And
And
with
you're not
that, they
gonna
can
get
start
out of
pushing
it.
down this mid lane. The creeps are on their way over. Tomato and Ari, they're not going to want to get involved in this. They've got to do their best to just kind of put the split push pressure on. Tomato straight to the top lane.
I mean, 9
But they
is
got boost of
7,
travels
1, and
too,
9
and they
as a
got the
DK
duel.
versus the Viper.
Oh,
As
he has to
that's
be
just
very
like probably the
careful
most
about
important thing for me to
pushing
just
like
keep reiterating is how good of a game he's having because of how massive he scales and how great his hero is when he's able to get these type of items. The next item is like the very painful one too after the Ags, the Manta. Just makes it so these supports can't walk into fights, and they're actually just going to go for the high ground push here. No glyph.
There's not a whole lot they're scared of.
Nope.
Now Skeeter can just sort of stand there, get a few hits in.
Aramis, Demonic Cleanse, gets the disruption also to save.
Drop the Static Storm as well, but Skeeter's just able to walk out.
I mean, that
Too
Demonic
tricky to
Cleanse
kill at this point in this Wraith King.
man.
Even the once.
Great spell. I mean, Aramis, he's just there to bail him out. Demonic Cleanse, very good versus Viper.
That's what I say.
Somebody has to find their way over towards the Shadow Demon in these fights, but the only one with sort of the maneuverability to do so is the Morphling.
Yeah, and then he's in, he's in deep.
Then he's in deep, yeah.
Just going to get his Lincolns broken and can't get doomed. Yep. Tundra setting up the trap for him, expecting that Tomato's going to show up here.
Let's see if he does.
They're scanning just to check if he's invis on the wave. 9. He's predicting him
he
up
knows
here.
He's in it.
Yeah.
And Tomato, he's immediately out.
Did he get slowed on the Dragon Knight?
Tomato, honestly, in this type of game, you have to take all these crazy risks as this Morphling. $24,000 gold lead. Tundra. All 3 cores absolutely massive.
I mean, they really are.
Supports as well, growing and growing. Aramis having a pretty damn good game on the Shadow Demon. Even a Lincoln's now onto the Doom. 33's like, good luck roaring me this time. Haha.
Shadow, take us.
And they're
ready
looking
with
to
the moonlight.
They want to hit hard.
TSM, they're out of the base right now. This could be a risky point of the map to be in.
Uh-oh.
Tundra's coming for them.
He's right on.
He's just going to go over the jump blind. And he finds the Rubik straight away.
That's
immediately
a
in,
nice
catches
nice
Ari. They'll turn over towards
so now no
Wild.
shenanigans
We'll see how
of
much
Doom
his Bloodstone
Shield
keeps him
or
alive.
some
A little bit. He's able to put the Manta. But Skeeter still finishes him off. 2 dead on TSM, and neither with buyback. Tundra, they can get back on with the push.
Still no glyph, 8 seconds. They just jump in. They know how strong they really are.
Yeah.
9 just commits into all the heroes.
Just throws his body in.
Yeah.
He knows that they can't kill them. They're too farm right now, Tundra.
90 seconds until Roche, but they're just going to continue. Viper, he committed his gold.
It just farm, it just backlog and farm.
I think he went,
and
he
can't
rebuilt
even
the Dragon
farm on
Lines
this,
after the Bloodstone.
Viper pass because
Does
the
not
Viper
have
second
buyback.
skill is now so much.
Tomato.
He is not going to show.
No.
Has got it. The pings.
Oh.
I mean, that was. Oh, no, I believe that. Was that Skeeter ping in there? Or no, it might have just been Kastani. I think it was yellow ping.
They seem to have known, though.
They did. It did look like they were about to check that area of the map out.
Tundra, they'll be patient. They know Roche is going to be spawning pretty soon. They get 2 sets of racks. Taking it safe here. Waiting for the Roche.
40 seconds.
And
Still
TSM.
Roche.
How do they... how do they take a fight? Somehow they have to get some type of ridiculous initiation into backlines and... Even if they get the initiations, like you said, the 3 cores are just so damn tanky with all these items that they've been able to pick up.
They just need to call GG out, but they have...
And it just feels
They're not
impossible
gonna
for
put
Tomato
this
to be
game.
able
I
to
feel
get
like I
in
don't know
these
how
fights
they're
and
gonna take
survive
these fights.
pre-BKB.
This guy does not even
He's still trying to get his way
have
towards it, but
from
it's
this
going to
guy
take too long.
You don't have the damage to deal with those 3 old man. They are 3 tanky
Who's he
heroes,
going to focus
plus,
fire? They'll kill some supports,
Aegis
but killing
only.
these tanky cores is very unlikely.
I'm not sure. They need to find pickoffs. The only way they can win this game. They need to find pickoffs on this series.
Roche back up.
But it's very hard because they're gonna play
scouted.
very closely. Very hard to do.
Perhaps one last fight
Look
here
how
for
they're sticking
TSM.
right now. They know they're outside.
So, I mean,
you know they're not
managed
inside
to
the
get their
base.
way over to Tundra's half of the map, but
They know they are
whether
coming.
they actually
for the
want to
top.
find a fight here, that's another question.
I just don't know how they, don't know how they take it by any means. I keep checking the supports and I'm like, nope. I mean, I'm hoping that White Mud for himself will have like an Axe or something. But yeah, of course, that's just.
If he had an Axe, there was an old part.
It's Tundra. Skitter solos this Roche.
Very easily. There, the skeletons are out.
9's in.
And the arrow's there to follow up. That's
Okay.
White Mon gone. We'll see TSM try and push forward into this, but this is so risky. 4 versus 5 and
what
against a
also?
team that's just picked up the Aegis. This is not the fight that TSM want to look for.
9's just going to jump in.
I mean, Braul's hanging around. 9, he's going to jump straight over towards the cliff. They do
He's
turn
broken.
towards him.
Oh,
They're going to try and burst him, but
save him,
Kastani gets
save him.
caught by the Doom. 9, he's able to put the BKB. And Tomato, he's trying to focus 33, but he just doesn't have enough damage on his own. The refresher's pot 33, just keeping Tomato completely controlled.
I think this
and
is
Tomato's
over.
out of the game for 80.
I mean, they just look like cartoons there.
They can
be
look to
honest.
push towards the mid. Bryle also getting jumped. He's got nothing.
I mean, this game is over, man.
As
This
it's a
game is over.
38k lead.
They gotta call it.
It's
Yeah,
finally called.
I'm not sure
This
why
one,
they
it was
did.
over for a while. TSM, they had nothing to come back into this game one. Tundra.
I think that's it for
They
today,
just got
boys.
them in a position where they
Maybe
couldn't
we'll
recover
play
from.
in the
Yeah,
evening.
it was,
So
it was
thank
very
you guys for
inevitable
watching. See
for,
you guys in the night.
honestly, what, a good
So,
20
have a good
minutes
night,
or so,
take care,
15,
thanks for
20
watching,
minutes
bye.
or so.
Well,
Maybe more.
Maybe even from the point.